My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to break down the entire UFC 330 fight card, giving you our picks, our predictions, our bets, and our DraftKings Fantasy Plays. But before we do that, we have to celebrate, Jacob. We have to do some celebrating. And not celebrate the fact that we were up over 11 units on the last card.
We got to celebrate the Lord.
Not celebrate the fact that we were up over 82 units over the last 7 cards with a 43% ROI. That's amazing, but that's not really enough to celebrate, Jacob. You know what we should be celebrating?
I have a feeling it has something to do with you.
You think it's a safety parlay? We hit 13 of these in a row. 13 safety parlays in a row. 13. I don't care who you are. Nobody is putting up 13 parlays in a row, knocking them up, knocking them down that way we have been riding. It's absolutely insane what we've been
knocking
doing.
them up, you said.
Knocking them up. Okay. Tarnara, knocked up. Asplund, knocked up.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw the, you're getting a little liberal on the Instagram. A little,
oh, sorry. Ange has a good time celebrating
a little
13
rambunctious,
wins.
A little bit maybe, some would say a little over the top. Some would say a little bit embarrassing for America.
And why is that? Because I showed
I don't know. You whipping titties out. If you guys have not followed the Instagrams, We Want Picks Instagram is ran by Angelo. We Want Picks Twitter is ran by Angelo, and Angelo was full titties after the first leg. It wasn't even the entire safety parlay. It was just one leg. You couldn't wait to get those titties out.
First of all, it was just one breast. Second of all, he is proud of his body. I was in solidarity with a fellow big man.
How long have you been waiting to do that?
Well, people have been begging for it for years.
That's like the Kevin James. Like, how long have you had that one in the holster?
Yeah, what she called him fat.
Whoa, doggo!
That's
doggo.
She wants to be in here so bad, dude, because she just usually sits by my feet the whole time. But yeah, beat it. Yeah, tomorrow's the first day of schoal. The kids need to eat and go to bed. And
let me just say too, because there's some people in the chat like, why haven't you been going live and stuff like that? I actually planned to go live Saturday. I had the thumbnail made and everything, and then got a call from Angelo. You can't fucking go live. So why not, Big Angie? I said, well, I got to go live for the people. He said, you can't fucking go live.
What was my reasoning? Yeah.
Well, I don't want to have to take credit for this streak again, but when's the last time I went live, Angelo? I think it was about 13 weeks ago.
It hasn't been 13 events ago. 13 events ago? I don't think
it
so.
was. It's been a couple months.
It actually, it's 8 events ago. You know how I know how? The last event you went live for was UFC Freedom 250. This is every single event since then. Since Jacob has last gone live, we have been up over 82 units in 7 events. 82 in 7 events. So maybe you were the problem.
That's what I'm saying. You made that. I was going to go live, and Angelo was like, you can't go live. You can't ruin what we got going. So I was like, all right, I won't go live. So you can blame Angelo for all that. You can blame Angelo for the wins, but also for the no live. So it's a little bit of a trade-off there.
Yeah, here's the trade-off. Jorge Alonso is a twink. First of all, Pat Sabatini, Yaroslav Amosov, plus 147 safety parlay.
What do people
minus
hate winning?
118 on the next one after that. I have a minus 111, a minus 112 this weekend. That is basically even money. Jorge, put together 13 parlays. I encourage you. You can't do it. I don't care.
Just hit 13 bets in a row. Just have one bet every week that you say this.
Any bet you want.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? The biggest favorite on some of these cards lost. So this isn't even that. The UFC Freedom 250 safety parlay is in here. Really didn't have Ilya.
Angela, you know I
hate giving me my flowers.
Giving you credit for anything. But God damn it, I don't think people realize how ridiculous this is. You have people saying it's not real. That's how
I saw somebody say he changes it after.
That's how ridiculous it is. It's gotten to the point where people are like, it's not true, it's not real, it's this, it's that. That's how ridiculous it is.
What's insane too is we are too big now, meaning that's a twofold statement. One
of us was already a little too big, and one of us is really fucking Ooh, look at
Oh,
that
look
shit.
at him. That right arm is a little stronger than the left, huh?
We're getting fucking real dialed in. I'm telling you, man. I did biceps today. I don't know if you guys can fucking tell.
Your poor dick.
Look at this shit, man. Let's get this shit pumped up a little bit. Get that creatine flowing, baby.
All right, here we go, Alonzo. I'm banning you because you're an absolute cock goblin. What is plus 147? Does that qualify as plus? Because then he went ahead and said, not one. Say bye-bye. Anyway, it is an unbelievable win streak, and I'm quite proud of it. But even this, Jacob, even this isn't what we should be celebrating. Have you figured out what we should be celebrating yet?
Is this going to be about your softball game?
It's about my softball game.
This is loaded and one.
We were in quite the situation last night, guys. Quite the situation last night. And it was down to the wire. Our softball team has made the playoffs. We kind of clinched that spot a little while ago. But we were playing a church team, and they had God on their side. We somehow started 6-2, and we ended up in the bottom of the last inning. We are down by 2. We're out of outs. Big Ange is at the plate, and you can just tell me what happens here.
Oh my God! Deep to right field, way up there and way out of here. Second deck walk-off home run. 6 runs here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
That was me. That was me.
A remarkable
Bing bong.
come from behind victory.
Took off.
It's a stunned
Speed
Cubs
like we
team
dream
that
about.
has been swept out of Philadelphia. With the bases loaded.
Yep. So a walk-off for Ange. An absolute walk-off. It's my first one. I haven't had a walk-off before, so quite incredible that happened.
What's funny is you didn't even walk it off. You came out of that box hot. And
Well, because it wasn't a walk-off till that dude, I needed Tommy to get home, and Tommy got home, so that's what made it a
Well,
walk-off.
that had nothing to do with you, but I will say I'm a little bit worried. If you want to go back to that video real quick.
Well, here's the real video. I'll show you the real one. Here's the real one. Hold on.
Before you watch it, can you pause it real quick?
Took a
can
pitch.
we just first of all, I'm gonna give you props for the explosion out of the batter's box, because you were fucking.
Thank you so much.
You were really out of there, but at the same time, a little twofold here. I worry about both of your Achilles because that little action we're about to see out of that batter's box, your Achilles haven't seen that action. And God, 40 years, it's got to be 40 years, man. You got to be real fucking careful because those Achilles they will go quick, and it is not good when they go. So everyone just pay attention to how you got out of that box. But those Achilles are holding on for dear life, Bubba.
And I did it with plantar fasciitis, mind you. So here we go.
What was
Took
that word
first
you
pitch.
just said?
Plantar fasciitis. It's a foot issue.
Yeah, I don't think it's
'Cause
called
I'm-
plantar.
I think it's not plantar. It's AR.
I think it's called plantar fasciitis.
Maybe it's plantar. I don't know. I made that part up. But anyway, I have it. I have it because I'm barefoot all day long. And my buddy Tommy on the team is like, yeah, dude, because he swam in college. He's like, swimmers get it all the time because we're barefoot. So he walked me through some things to do. But we got the plantar fasciitis under control. Here we go. The difference between winning or losing is Big Ange. Bing bong, gone. Gone. Look, at that point,
Christ,
I knew.
man.
I knew. I started celebrating right.
Oh my God!
Clapping
those
right here.
strides.
Yeah, because we
You
knew
think you
that
could
was
beat
the
Dave
game.
Portnoy in a race.
His,
You ever seen him run?
Yeah, but he's had hip surgery. His is bad.
This isn't bad, Angelo.
No, look, here we
Let's
go.
have some
One more time.
self-awareness here on these strides, buddy.
Boom! What's wrong with these strides? I knew I won the game right there, so that was just jogging in at that point. It was a trot. That was just a trot. I knew I won the game. So not only did I string together 13 safety parlays, Saturday, lucky number 13 comes through. Sunday, lucky number 24, because that's my number. Bing bong. A walk-off. First for me. So, felt good to do that. Feels even better to give you guys the greatest service this space has ever seen. And you know how we're doing that?
Listen up, motherfuckers. I sat here, a month ago probably, and I said, you should sign up. Give us a chance. Did I say that, Angelo? I think it was like a month ago. I said, just give us a chance.
I think you did.
It's $10.
Did they?
Just give us a chance. And there's somebody sitting there that was like, I'm not doing that. I can do better on my own. I can do better on my own. And maybe they have, and maybe they haven't. Then I told you 3 weeks ago, might want to sign up. Okay? And there was somebody sitting there being like, nah, I don't. Let's just see if they can do it one more week. And then 2 weeks ago, I said, $10, guys. I don't know, man. You might want to sign up. You might want to sign up. And there's still somebody sitting there that was like, I don't know. I don't know. And here we are after last week, up another 10 units, up 80 units. And there's somebody sitting there right now being like, I don't know. Should I give him a try? $10, you know what? I'm going to give him a try. Because you know what, Angelo? It's not just about tailing bets, and we've been doing great at it. This is about using...
Here it is.
Excuse me. Okay? Because the website isn't just copy and paste bullshit. We want you to become incredible along with us. We are a team. We are a family. You go to WeWantPicks.com, sign up for $10 a month. This is about using... Excuse me, Angelo, I can't with the...
I've just never seen someone try so hard.
While you gloated and promoted some bullshit softball nobody gives a fuck about. Okay?
You weren't silent at all. You criticized my Achilles.
Let me go get my tapes from all my athletic accomplishments. We'll sit here for fucking 6 days watching all the highlights of my fucking tapes. Okay?
Yeah, the toddler league doesn't count. This is adult men.
All world hoop it up, second place. All-world Gus Macker, second place. Okay?
How old are you? Say the age after each one.
Use
Yeah.
our tools. Trust your reads. WeWantPicks.com. $10 a month.
Yeah, in all seriousness,
But that is true because I can't.
No,
there's people that are like,
yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't even tail our bets that send us. I mean, you get tagged them every week. I get tagged them. They're like, hey, I use this, I use that. I didn't tail your bets. I didn't trust this or I didn't trust that, but I used the tools on the website and this is how much I won. It's crazy. The people that don't even tail our bets and they still use the tools and they still win. So there's something on there for everybody. It's only $10. So
yeah, things have been going well. And it's only $10 for a reason, in all seriousness, because A, this space is wild. This is a wild sport. Anything can happen anytime, anywhere. And I am a very big believer in you make it a great price, you keep it at a great price, and then you're good.
Who the fuck is that next to Dan Hooker?
That's Parnas, UFC Paris, the dude they scooped up from the PFL.
God, I thought that was an AI Leon Edwards.
No, that's Parnas.
That looks like Leon Edwards after Prates smacked him in the face. He was laying on the ground grinning.
That's who we're supposed to really care about. And if you like PFL, you do care about him. But what's funny is
PFL. Jesus.
Compound Z said, joined last week and I'm already up. I have seen a bunch of comments like, I finally bit the bullet. Here we go.
You know what that guy, can you put that back up real quick?
Yeah.
Compound, let's use that money. Let's go get a barber, buddy. Let's find a barber.
He's English. I can tell this dude is English.
That's gonna fade you up nice. That's gonna, we gotta,
bruv.
You know,
I can tell that
you got nice facial structure. You know, you got a lot of good things going on right now. But let's use some cash. Let's invest in ourselves. You know,
I could tell immediately this dude is an English dude, 100% an English dude. And bruv, oi, we appreciate you and the 10 well spent pounds. So yeah. If you sign up now, you get these 4 events, all of it, every single thing. There's no upsell, there's no cross-sell, there's no weird bullshit. It's every single pick, bet, and tool for every single event for an entire month. Today is August 10th. You sign up on August 10th. Full access till September 10th, right before.
I became a premium member last week and Jake's picks lost me money. I was up money. Picks and bets are not the same. People will try to roast the shit out of me for Gamrot. I had $0 premium dollars on Gamrot. That was a whole lot of bravado. That was a lot of, you guys know my history with Quillen. You guys know I've been saying Quillen sucks for a long time. So I put a lot of posts out there on Twitter and people are like, you lost me so much money. I didn't tell you to bet Gamrot. I didn't fucking have any dollars. Bet Sam. Bet Gamrot. You blame that son of a bitch, not me. I had $0 premium dollars on fucking Gamrot because I said even in the breakdown, I don't even like Gamrot. I pick Ludovic Klein against Gamrot. I pick Freebovix against Gamrot. I pick against Gamrot so much. Don't fucking blame me. Yeah. But I will say, Quillen's he's pretty legit.
Yeah, he looked good there. I was like, oh shit, his ankle's about. Oh no, okay, he scrambled out, and that was the end of that fight.
And I did have my own money on Gamrot, but I didn't tell anybody to fucking bet on Gamrot.
Yeah,
I lost about $1,200 on Gamrot.
I kept it easy. I could officially brag that I had 3 of the last 5 events. I hit 100% of my bets, but I only had 2 bets on the board.
So I did lose with you guys. Not like weird. I didn't bet him at all. I promise you. I put the slips on Twitter. I lost personal money on Gamrot, but I did not tell anybody or recommend anybody bet on Gamrot. So if you did it on your fucking own. There's 500, and then there's 750 on fucking Gamrot. I lost. So what is that? 1250.
And you were 10 seconds in a heel hook away from all of that cash.
Yeah, he was limping around. I think that fight should have been stopped. That looked like that heel hook. I mean, he's probably gonna get knee surgery. So technically, Gamrot won that fight. So.
There we go. Guys, UFC 330 is a numbered event, and numbered events get vlogs. I've already got something sweet to open up on the vlog. And if you want to send something for the vlog, a letter, a recipe, we cook them. Send it to We Want Picks, P.O. Box 406, Prosper, Texas, 75078. Let's go ahead and hit up some of these super chats. We have... John White, 96, 499 euro. What's up, Chuck and Larry? Angelo, why the F did you ignore my DM about the 3 potential safety parlays last week? You prick. Magny is the play. I get hundreds of DMs a week, depending on the week. No, it's not usually fun stuff. It's like, oh, what's my password? Like, somebody will shoot me a DM with a random username, meaning like, I don't know what your email address is. A random username and be like, what's up with my account? What? Can I get your human name, your email address, your user, something? So I get a ton of DMs. I get a ton of DMs, so I have no idea. I don't know what your 3 potential safety parlays were, but send them to me again, because this week is going to be a lot trickier than I thought. A few weeks ago, I would have pulled the trigger on a Myktybek Orolbai Mackenzie Dern safety parlay like that. Problem is, we use Bet Online. They had parlays locked until freaking yesterday. And by the time you look at it, Myktybek Orolbai is minus 850, and I'm not going to put him in a safety parlay. So we kind of got screwed out of that one. So we'll put together another one. Don't you worry about it. Thank you for the super chat. $1.99 from Arch Beatdown. When's the safety parlay rolling out? I don't know. When I find one I like, guys, we can't rush it. We cannot rush it.
Got to pray on it.
You just gotta whatever happens, we'll find it and we'll throw it up. But the odds on this card are not spectacular. Might have to work in a round line. We'll figure that out from there. Thank you for the super chat. This comment is in response to my game-winning walk-off run, top 3 sports comebacks from AIDS.
It wasn't a walk-off run.
It was a walk-off RBI.
There you go.
There it is. Me and Greg Louganis just doing amazing things out there. Luis Gonzalez said, brother walked to first base. Yeah, you can see. Let's just pull it up again. You can see exactly when. So I hit it. Bang. Game on the line. Pressure was not a concern for me.
How about the effort from that pitcher? Can you back that up real quick? I mean, he should
trying to snag it.
I mean, he was not down and ready. Can you back that up just a little bit?
He was probably worried.
He's just all willy-nilly. Isn't it kind of taboo to throw a ball up the middle when you're hitting it? Are you not supposed to do that?
What do you mean? Hit it back up the middle?
Yeah, because you can kind of control soft pitch.
If it hits him,
slow pitch softball. So
correct. If it hits him, it's an out.
Yeah. So you said game on the line. I'm fucking going for it. I'm
game
going
on.
right
exactly. It's up to you.
His life on the line.
It's a church team. They had God on their side, so he'll help you. So right there, buddy was walking. Right here, I knew. You can see Tommy.
So he scored from second on that, but he's halfway the third right now, and the second baseman's about to catch that ball. How did he not get that into home?
The second baseman blew it.
Oh,
the second baseman, God. And I saw the second baseman blow it. That's why I'm celebrating.
Okay.
There we go. Sense. Bang. Won the game. So
Great
this
little crow hop there from the center fielder, though. He really got after that throw. He wasn't going to give up on that play. How close was that play at the plate?
Not at all, because right here you'll see it. Here we go. They panicked.
Oh,
it bounced off
God.
the fence. They panicked and it bounced off the fence.
Not good.
Great. I've won a national championship in jiu-jitsu, tournaments out the ass. I've won hundreds of wrestling tournaments, thousands of matches. I think that is my favorite.
Was your jiu-jitsu pre or post 9/11?
Oh, post for sure. Yeah.
Right
when we banned all the Muslim countries from competing in those sports for a while. So yeah, it was post. Oh, you think Dagestanis were here when I was competing? I wouldn't have won 1 minute's worth. That wouldn't have happened. So send something for the vlog if you'd like, but let's continue down this list. $1.99 from Micah the Retriever. What do you guys do for day jobs? Jacob, what do you do for a day job?
I sell some good stuff. If you guys can find the account.
Feet pics, mostly.
Yeah, it's mostly taint and balls.
Oh,
and a lot of jerking off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Somebody's looking right now. I'm in telecom, phone, internet, super nerdy shit. Thank you for the super chat.
I did have an actual OnlyFans for a while. I don't even know if it's still active anymore.
Didn't they ban it because they said that's not a real picture of you when it was obviously a fucking lizard?
No, I couldn't verify it. I tried to verify it to actually make it just a fun thing to post random pictures on, but yeah, I think it's, I don't know.
Well, there we go. We got a couple more super chats, but we'll get to them after the next breakdown. Let's go ahead and dive right in. UFC 330 is going to open up with Jeremiah Wells taking on Myktybek Orolbai. Jeremiah Wells 13-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off his first win in 3 years, taking on Myktybek Orolbai, 16-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is on that 3-fight win streak. Jeremiah Wells, pretty well-rounded guy. Now I'm going to glaze him here a little bit, and then I'm going to retract it in a second, but pretty well-rounded guy. We've seen him strike. We've seen him grapple. He has a high-level black belt. We've seen him use all of those things. He starts a fight athletic on the feet, then he shoots real takedowns. He grapples. He can do all those things. He can do them all well, and he just beat Temba Garimbo, but he's old, and he's starting to slow down, and he's taking on Myktybek Orolbai, a fun grappler. He will strike for a minute or two and then get after it, but ever since he lost to Mateusz Rebecki, he doesn't even strike for a minute or two anymore. This dude's just shooting instantly, running right through you. Heavy grappling pressure. He's nonstop, plenty of cardio, decent power, good chin because he is missing a chromosome, and he can set a pace. The striking has been improving. We've seen that he can be a dog like that Mateusz Rebecki fight. And he just beat Chris Curtis, who was a staple of the middleweight division, and he's worked his way down the welterweight. Myktybek's going to dominate this fight. I told you he was going to dominate when he was like, minus 500. He's minus 850. He will flex up to minus 12, minus 13, minus 1400, and he should. This is going to be an unbelievably one-sided fight. Myktybek's going to take down Jeremiah the very second that he wants to. Once he takes him down, he will do whatever the hell he wants to on the ground. It's not remotely close. Don't care about his black belt on Jeremiah's side. I don't care about the hands on Jeremiah's side. None of that matters. Myktybek's going to do whatever he wants to do. And this isn't me insulting Jeremiah Wells. Jeremiah Wells is good, but he's 40 years old, and Myktybek is just a different level of wrestler. So these odds, even right now, are understated. Jacob, who do you think wins this fight?
Listen, I know people are hating on Jeremiah Wells, but, I think this guy's going to come in. I don't know. It's going to be Orolbai. It's going to be fucking Orolbai. I mean, Jeremiah Wells was lucky in his last fight versus Temba, that Temba kind of got fucking tired, and he was able to kind of squeak out some of those scrambles and stuff. Jeremiah, he's always going to be live for what he is. I mean, you can say that for a lot of fighters, but him probably more in particular, right? Puncher's chance, wild submission chance. That's about what he has. He's going to throw hard enough to where if he lands randomly, he can hurt a guy like Orolbai, although Orolbai has shown that he can take a fucking shot or two. And then obviously if Orolbai takes a sloppy shot, Jeremiah is more than capable of jumping on a front choke and threatening something. But I have to imagine Orolbai is so well versed that, Angelo, you jump into the guillotine, you jump off to the side. They can't really lock it in. You don't let them get full guard. I could get on the dummy and show you if you'd like, but
go ahead. I have a dummy here now too.
Take it away.
Well, mine's vertical. It's only for striking purposes.
Okay. Is your dummy named Tiffany?
Nope.
Come in, dummy.
Did you just say I hit my wife?
Only for striking purposes. But yeah, I am looking at the, some interesting. I mean, we got a minus 850 favorite. The round line's at 1.5. Fight does not go the distance. It's only minus 170 right now. Orolbai by TKO plus 175. Orolbai by submission is plus 300. I know he's got some power in his hands and stuff as well, but it feels like this is probably going to end up on the ground. And Jeremiah, in his jiu-jitsu abilities, I mean, he was almost submitted, I think, a couple times by Temba. Like, he can put himself in bad situations by being too, almost like Gamrot. Like, Gamrot was so confident in his, like, I can just scramble out of this. All of a sudden, he just got fucking choked out. If Jeremiah's just like, oh, I can just scramble out of this, Orolbai will snatch up a submission. So, plus 300 Orolbai submission is interesting to me. Maybe played by rounds, first or second. But we'll see how it goes. Orolbai definitely should be the play, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was obvious the other day. If, like I said earlier, if BetOnline didn't have parlays locked for as long as they did, he'd be in the safety parlay. That ship sailed. He's too expensive.
Too, like, I can't believe this is the first fight, and I can't believe it. Fucking shut the fuck up! Everyone complaining about this goddamn card. I can't. What do you want? Fucking Haley Cowan versus somebody as the first fight or something? Like, come on, like. Jesus Christ, man. These are great matchups. It's going to be a great fight to start the card. Just shut the fuck up and fucking just watch the card. My God.
Well, it's funny because they're not even complaining it's a bad fight. They're just complaining, why is this so early? Like, this should be later in the card. It's like, who are you fighting for right now? Are you Myktybek's manager? What do you care? Like, you're going to turn on the card, you get a good fight.
Point. Yeah, you're going to watch the fight.
Yeah. No, it's we live in a very negative world, and we watch a very negative sport.
Crazy.
We watch a very negative sport. Dude, because I started my quick pick video saying this is objectively a good card. Like, I'm looking forward to it. It's a good card. Complaining about it is so weird. And I specifically said, if you're an American complaining about UFC 330, you are just literally a miserable bastard and will never enjoy anything because it's free, or at least it's included in Paramount. Paramount is $8 a month. You get 4 fight cards for $8. You mean to tell me this isn't a $2 fight card? Are you out of your mind? I said, if you pay $80,
I don't understand the complaining about something before it happens. If you want to complain about a card afterwards, like, oh, that fucking... I go into every PFL card I watch, and I don't complain about anything. I just watch the card, and then the card's over, and I'm like, wow, that was fucking horrible. That was a terrible fucking experience. But every UFC card, basically every single one in 2026 has been really good. The cards lately have been absolutely amazing. And every fucking time leading up, people are like, wow, look at this shit card. Look at this fucking card. And then afterwards they're fucking clapping and fucking... There was a guy that was tweeting me today that's like, I paid for this card and I can't believe I'm going to this card. I can't believe there's no Philly people on this card. Jeremiah Will's a Philly guy, by the way, but he's like, I can't believe, there's no Philly people on the fucking card. Sell your fucking tickets then, man. He's like, I don't want to I'm not going to sell. Okay, when you go to that card, you better not fucking clap once because you've already predetermined in your mind that this card is shit and you're going to have a shit experience. Like, why put yourself in that mindset before the card even happens? Yeah, it doesn't have some of the names that you might recognize or you might not want on the card, but my God, the matchups have been incredible in the UFC lately. The cards have been incredible. Let's just wait to see what happens and then complain afterwards if it's a bad card. Otherwise, shut the fuck up with all the negative bullshit, man. Jesus.
Well, a lot of it is Twitter, mostly Twitter, because other platforms people are excited. Twitter's probably the most negative place in the internet. But
yeah, it's like, how can you? I just don't understand the mindset of complaining about something that hasn't even happened. Shit card. I can't. What are you talking about?
The good news is 99% of us agree. Only 1% of people have picked Jeremiah Wells, and I'm pretty sure it's his mother. Outside of that, I don't know who would be on that side, but there's usually typically a couple of people that are just picking the biggest dog on the card just to look cool in case something crazy happens. That's not even happening here. Everybody's confident in Orolbai. And if you do want some of those sneaky plus money bets on this fight or any other fight, go to WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10 for an entire month's worth of access, and we're up over 80 units in the last 7 events. Let's go ahead and check out some super chats. We have $5 from Chinese Chungus. What's good, guys? Already a member. And up 10 units in the last 3.5. How the hell are you up in a half a week? Up 10 units in the last 3.5 weeks. Well, congratulations. We appreciate that. And I'm glad things are going well for you. A $20 super chat from John R 1081. I made 2,000 with $1,000 units last week. I copy-pasted all the official picks, so you're up 2 units. With all the official picks into a spreadsheet, I took the top 4 fighters mentioned the most between the 4 of you and straight bet them and a few little round prediction bets. Wow, that's great. Up 2 full units. Congratulations. And a lot of people don't realize, because some people just go to the official bets page. I'm going to take it off so we can see Jacob. The official bets page and just copy-paste. We do have confident plays, round line leans, and then a whole section where the artificial intelligence makes picks. And
our tools.
This fucking guy.
That's what that guy just did. He used
and that is true.
Our tools.
Yeah.
He trusted his reads, and he came out on top.
That's true. Thank you, John.
One of my biggest play was DR, and he fucking smoked that guy. I don't want to hear anything about Gamrot.
That is true. John White, 96, €1.99. You get €2 for that stupid reply, my friend. What'd I say?
Something stupid, probably. I trust the guy.
But he paid me to say it. Or is he saying it would have been more than 2 if he didn't say anything? I don't know. I appreciate the super chat. I might need a little bit of clarification. One more, then we'll hit the next fight. $2 super chat from Bez 1990 Jacob, Pacers 2027 NBA champs.
And it's going to be easy. They might go 82-0. I haven't decided.
He hasn't decided. Thank you so much for the super chat, guys. We got a whole bunch more to get to, but let's go ahead and break down this next fight. Next up, at UFC 330, we have Neil Magny taking on Ramiz Brahimaj. Neil Magny, 31-14 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is coming off that quick loss to Yaroslav Amosov, taking on Ramiz Brahimaj, 13-6 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that decision loss to Punahele Soriano. Neil Magny, we have seen this guy fight 2,000 times because he has been in the UFC forever. His official UFC record is 24-13, and he's been fighting a who's who of the division. He's not great at any one thing, but he's good at all the things. He's not dangerous at all, but he's certainly durable. He's a guy who's going to come forward. He's going to land a bunch of strikes. He'll work in a submission if it's there. He is basically Angela Hill, but for the men, like a tried and true veteran that has lost to only. It's a perfect comparison. No.
That feels very racially charged.
Tried and true, been around for 100 years, older, not somebody you just run through, only losing to the best fighters on the planet, not dangerous at all.
And
long, beautiful hair.
And
that's it. That's all I see.
Black.
No, absolutely not. It is a genuine.
You disgust me, man.
It's a genuinely, first of all, it's a compliment, and it's a very good comparison because the lack of danger is important in this fight because he's taking on Ramiz Brahimaj. The literal exact opposite. Ramiz Brahimaj is only dangerous. He will either finish you or lose the fight. There is no in between. Ramiz Brahimaj, I think, was a brown belt jiu-jitsu world champion. He's an accomplished grappler. He's improved the hands. He's improved the wrestling. But all 13 of his wins are by finish. 12 of them are submission. He has 1 knockout. He fades as fight goes on. He is a finish or bust kind of guy. He is coming off the decision loss to Punahele Soriano where he looked good early, but once the finish was off the table, that was it. And that's what's tricky about this fight.
That was very frustrating. I was a big Ramiz guy. He's a former lock of the week. I had him beat
He looked real good for a couple fights there, too.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it looked like he had turned that corner because it was like the, like you said, like because what was that fight against Tembo or whatever, where he just looked like he was just basically like dogged or whatever. It looked like he, against Austin, he kind of turned that corner, but he is what it is.
Well, even Billy Ray Goff, he ran through him. And we just saw Billy's a dog. He's not somebody you just kind of blow right through. And he did. Ramiz Brahimaj, very, very dangerous. Also, if he doesn't have that finish, he doesn't have anything to offer. And that's what makes this tough. So when I did the Angela Hill comparison with Neil Magny, people aren't really running through Angela Hill. People aren't running through Neil Magny unless you are elite at a specific thing. We did just watch Neil Magny get ran through by Yaroslav Amosov. But that dude is probably one of the best grapplers in this division. So now we need to look at Neil Magny and say, yes, he was just submitted almost immediately. And yeah, honestly, he was pretty much submitted in his last fight until the ref was like, nah, never mind, run it back. So we have a guy that's been submitted 2 times in a row, fighting a guy that only wins by submission. you are either betting on Ramiz Brahimaj to win by sub, or you're not betting here because it's an impossible fight. Ramiz might get his first ever decision win. Neil Magny might do what the hell Neil Magny does, which is drag a fight out and then win a close decision. This could go a million different ways. Neil Magny is without question the better fighter here, but Ramiz Brahimaj is without question the more dangerous guy. I mean, does not go to a decision or submission or bust. Like, the only bet worth placing here is if you can get Neil by decision at plus money and Ramiz by sub at plus money, and go ahead and arbitrage the situation. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, you said this could go a million different ways. I think it goes two different ways. I think this is a very cut and dry situation, which you're right. Play Ramiz first or second round submission. If he gets it done, he gets it done. Otherwise, he's probably going to lose a decision. Like, it just seems like it's the most tailor-made Neil Magny fight of all time. He's either going to get submitted early, or he's going to press this guy against the fence and just kind of wear him down, win the second round, win the third round. Because Ramiz has shown, even if he gets tired, he's not a bitch, right?
Yeah.
He's shown, like, he'll get worn down. Like, even in that fight that he got TKO'd or whatever, like, his ear exploded, and he was still
It was
fighting.
beyond exploding. It was hanging on by nothing. Like,
Yeah, it was crazy. And he was still fighting in the fight. So Ramiz is not a bitch. He is going to be very, very dangerous. Like, I know he is like kind of a specialist with the guillotine and stuff like that, but Neil Magny, when he does press you against the fence and kind of play that game, you saw in that Jake Matthews fight, like, even obviously Jake Matthews got that guillotine, mounted him and stuff like that, and it was a weird situation, but there was moments earlier in that round, there was moments in the second round, there was moments in the third round where he like almost got that guillotine. Like, Neil Magny is very lazy with how he just kind of puts his head in that situation. You saw Ramiz will just chase it and chase it and chase it until he gets it. Like, he almost got it against Billy Ray Golf, didn't get it, and then all of a sudden he got it. The same thing versus Vanderford. Like, he just kept chasing it and then eventually got it. So if you're playing Ramiz, I think it's first or second round submission. He's going to be very live for it. I'm going to be playing that. There's no doubt about that. But this feels like it should be kind of a tailor-made fight for Neil Magny, honestly. Like, just kind of whether you know what he's going to do. Like, he's not crazy dangerous with his hands, even though Ramiz has gotten better with the box. He hasn't put a lot of stuff behind it. I'm taking a little bit of a dog here. This is one of those situations where it's like, don't really listen to the pick and bet Neil Magny. You know, maybe Neil Magny by points or something like that. I'm going to have some action on Ramiz, but it's going to be early. But, you know, as a pick, I just think the safer play is Neil Magny knowing what's in store, not putting himself in that situation early, and then just kind of squeaking out the second and third round. So it's probably just, this feels like just a Neil Magny fight here. Just a boring, hold him against the fence, wear him down. And, you know, if you're complaining about this fight, I guess. I mean, Neil Magny fights can be a little rough to watch sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't end up with that record by being wild and dangerous, right? He's fighting the best in the world for a very long time. We'll see when all the props drop.
I mean, Ramiz in round one is plus 350. They haven't done by submission. I imagine it's going to be plus 400 or so, plus maybe plus 4. It's probably going to be plus 400 because if he wins in round one, it's got to be by sub the way that he has. So, I mean, you can get plus 375, plus 400 for round one, which means probably like plus 475, plus 500 for round two, Ramiz. I think you play those and just kind of move about your day.
Well, and Neil Magny has been subbed plenty of times. Now it's against elite grapplers.
I mean, Ramiz is an elite
Gilbert
guy.
Burns.
Grappling.
He just has to get it early. But this is definitely an interesting fight to keep an eye on. There's certainly going to be some prop bets on the board. So if you want to check those out, wewantpicks.com. Click become a member at the top. We've been absolutely cleaning up lately. I'm hoping more of the same here. Check it all out. Picks, bets, tools, artificial intelligence. Everything's in one package. There's no upsell. There's no cross-sell. No nonsense. All of it instantly. Couple more super chats. $4.99 from Unwell to Brrr. Send a shout out to Broderick Norte ×4 Sacramento. I'm always afraid to say things because I'm afraid I'm going to be a Michael Bisping here.
Gang, gang.
Shout out to Broderick Forte X4 Sacramento. Is that somebody fighting next? What is this? If you ain't signed up for We Want Picks, what are you doing with your life? Thank you. Onwell.
I think Angel's banging now.
Women or gangs?
He's gang banging now.
Oh, that would make sense. Did I just shout out his gang? A Sharp Brother 4324. Do you guys enjoy tape study or does it get boring? I don't enjoy it. I'm not going to pretend I do. Like some of these people, like, oh, isn't this so fun? It's not fun.
I like watching. I like watching.
Fights I don't.
I always watch fights back. Even sitting on the couch, I'll just randomly watch random fights all the time. I like watching fights.
Yeah. See, I don't really enjoy the tape study, but I have like this very tight regimen of what I have to do, when I have to do it, how I have to do it, so I can get the videos out on Sundays and just keep my schedule. So it is a chore. Now, some UFC newcomers, I don't mind because it's like, I don't know who this person is. So I literally have to figure this out now. But when I'm like, how did that fight go again? And then I have to go back and rewatch a fight I've already seen that isn't, I don't love it. Some people do. Not me. $19.99 from Gavi P. I just bought a TRX off the bets from We Want Picks. Let's go, baby. Well, we appreciate you. And
TRX are nice.
That's is that the Subaru?
What?
No, the TRX is a Toyota.
You think he's buying a Subaru?
Well, he doesn't look like a lesbian, but what's this? What's the off-roading Subaru? What's the off-roading Subaru? That's a TRX. Off-road Subaru. It says they're all off-road. It's a TRX. I'm correct, aren't I? Am I correct, people? That's a WRX. All right, that's a WRX. All right. My bad. That's why I had to zoom in. I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
Thank you for the $19.99.
Yes,
you could have bought us TRXs too, but that's fine.
Oh, the TRX is the stupid fast Ram.
Yeah,
there we go.
It's a nice truck.
It's an incredibly nice truck. Dumb fast. Until the Raptor R came out, it was the fastest truck on the planet.
Dust them all.
Thank you for the $19.99. $1.99 from Smart Gamer 2508. Get to the picks, Tubba Lubs. Angelo P.S.
No, it's Tubba loves Angelo. There's no pause there. There was no comma there. It's Tubba loves Angelo is what that says.
I tell you what, Smart Gamer, looks like you pretend to fight or grapple or spar.
That guy will fuck you up. Don't even do this.
Great.
Angelo.
Come to Texas. Come to Dallas. Let me know when you're here. We'll set it up. Love to make some content out of smacking the shit out of you. Say 5
Why
or
do you
6
say that
more,
he looks like Neil Magny?
Say 5 or 6 more mean things so we can stitch that together.
Say that he reminds you of Angela Hill.
He doesn't have beautiful hair. And then we can stitch that together, and the edit can be, troll gets what he deserves from Ben Affleck looking YouTube capper. We could do something like that. Just say a couple more mean things. Come to Dallas. Let me know when you're here, and ping pong. Then here we go, real quick. Not a super chat. We still got a bunch of super chats. I promise we'll get to them. Jacob, I don't know if you know this. Bet Sam was like, "Hey, can we talk?" So I was like, "Oh fuck, like what?" So I was like, "Tell me what you want to talk about, so I'm prepared at least," because we were talking at like 8 a.m. or something like that. And he was like, "Oh, I want to come to America. I want to do a call-in show. Like, I want to get more involved." I said, "All right, yeah, let's talk." So then we get on this thing. We get on, we do a Discord call or whatever. He's like, I love the call-in shows. You don't have time. I want to bring them back. I said, you are more than welcome to run a call-in show. And then he was like, I forget what the other topic was. And then he was like, I want to come to America and I want to meet up with you and Jacob and maybe go to an event and stuff like that. I said, listen, let me know when you want to come. Maybe there's an event that makes sense. I would love to meet you. I'm happy for you to come. Like, we can film some content, whatever you want to do. No problem. And then I was like, I know you always joke you can kick my ass. We can do that whole thing too. Like, I don't give a fuck. Train, all that. Then he goes, and I want you to pay for my ticket because it's an expensive flight. I was like, what? No.
You can just write it off, Angelo.
He's like, you won't pay for my ticket? I was like, why would I pay for your ticket?
You can just write it off. It's a company expense.
He could write it off. It's a company expense.
I don't think that's how their taxes work, probably.
I don't think people know how writing off.
They don't have an IRS. I don't think they even pay taxes.
Why am I buying his ticket? I don't understand why I'm buying his ticket.
Because it's a nice thing to do. You just bring
There's
him
lots
over.
of nice things to do.
You just write it off. I'd buy it.
I'm just supposed to spend thousands of dollars because he wants to visit America for a month? What are we doing? Come to America. Take your wife.
He's been great for the channel. He's been great for us. I would do it in a second.
And he's compensated very well.
I'll pay half, you pay half.
He's compensated very well.
I'll pay half, you pay half.
What's the max? What's the max?
What do you mean?
And then what if Artem wants to come? Now we're just flying people all
Artem
over the
doesn't do
world.
shit.
Now we're just flying people all over the world. What are we doing?
We're not doing Artem.
And then what if
I'll
he's
pay
like,
for half his
well,
ticket. I'll bring his best Sam here.
okay. And what if he's like, well, I'm kind of a big dude. I need a good seat.
Yeah, you only live once. I don't care.
You're going to first class Artem from there to here? Or Betsam?
If that's what he wants.
All right, Betsam, we'll do this publicly. Send us your preferred flight and seat and all that, and we will let the
We'll
community
take care of it.
decide.
We'll get you here.
We'll let the community decide if you're being a greedy little weasel
No, we'll get him here.
or if it makes sense. And then who's filming the content? If we pay for him to get here, he's fucking working. Correct? You would agree?
What do you mean working?
The filming and editing and like giving us content and shit.
I thought that's
He's
what he wanted
working.
to do.
It's a
I
work
thought
trip.
that was your plan. I don't have the plan for this.
He said he was coming, and I was saying you could record whatever content that you want for you and your channel. If I'm paying, it's We Want Picks.
I don't know what's happening. I would just like to have him here. I like Betsam.
That's an outrage. It's just thousands of dollars. We're not talking about a $300 trip.
Who cares?
It's very easy for everybody to spend somebody else's money. This is an outrageous turn.
I'm willing to spend my money.
I'll split it with you. Fuck it then.
Okay, there you go. Betsam, let us know. Very
We'll
easy.
see. Why do they keep saying Sun Cruiser? What is Sun Cruiser? What is that?
Isn't that a boat?
I don't know. Somebody's commented some variation of that 2,000 times. Get him one. He has one. Did it touch you? I don't know what a Sun Cruiser is. At first, I thought it was like a softball bat. You know that shit could be like $800. This right here, this winning right here, where I, game on the line, everything mattered. That is a $40 bat from Dick's. People spend $800 on bats. Outrageous. Let's go ahead. Next up, at UFC 330, we have the one and only UFC debut. We have Rafael Tobias taking on Lucas Fernando. Rafael Tobias, 14-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off of that UFC debut loss, taking on Lucas Fernando, 13-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 4-fight win streak into his UFC debut. Rafael Tobias is a good grappler. He's got solid takedowns. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's athletic. He really shines on the ground. He's got fantastic control as well. He can finish on top. His striking's not very good. It's not good at all. He's a little stiff, but he does stay protected, and then he works forward to try to get you to the ground. The ceiling's limited. He's certainly not a guy that'll put together a huge win streak and make something happen, but I do think his grappling is good enough to at least find some success. He did lose in his UFC debut to Dr. Nurgazai, where he went 2 for 8 in takedown attempts. He is taking on Lucas Fernando, a long lead striker. He moves forward. He keeps you at the end of his strikes. He's defensively sound. He's got good, clean head movement. He's got a nice jab. He doesn't really possess the light heavyweight power that you would want him to, but he's got good volume, and he can find finishes because of that. He's fast, he's athletic. He's creative. You'll see some spinning attacks. He'll work the body, then go straight to the head. He can wrestle as well, but it is never his first choice. The pick here, I have to go with Lucas, but I am a bit worried about his grappling. And Rafael Tobias' loss has aged very well. Dr. Nurgazai just looked real good in his last fight. So losing to him
what's so crazy about that I forgot until I rewatched that fight was
Rewatch
DR
what fight?
lost by Kimura, lost by Ezekiel choke, and then Rafael at the end of the fight had him in what?
A Kimura Ezekiel choke.
Can you show that on the dummy? You're like up under, you put your elbows like driving into the neck at the same time.
Yeah.
No, he had him in a full, like if there was 10 seconds left in that fight, like he would have won the fight because he had him in a full the Saluvian stretch or whatever the fuck that was. So
Sulivoy,
DR almost lost by fucking Kimura, Ezekiel choke, and then a Swivuvian stretch.
A banana split.
Back to back to back. He had it fully locked in. The round just ended.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, well, and Rafael Tobias is good. I am going to pick Lucas here because I think his striking is wildly impressive, and Tobias' takedowns aren't amazing, but I'm not going to bet on this fight. Lucas, I don't think should be minus 300. I think Rafael Tobias could make something happen here. It's very possible that he gets to the ground, he grinds out a win. I like the athleticism on the other side. The striking is impressive. The creativity is impressive. So the pick is Lucas. These odds are long gone, and Rafael Tobias might like I said, it is not insane that he puts together a win here. What do you think?
Did you say you like? Did you just mention his athleticism because he's a person of color?
Fernando? I don't think Brazilians are people of color. Then Italians are too. I mean, spicy white. Spicy white. I guess it's South America, so they have to be. But I wouldn't have classified it that way.
Let's just digest that for a little bit.
Well, first of all, I don't see color, so it's hard for me to put somebody in a category.
I see
Second
color,
of all,
and I love black people.
Honestly, probably too much. Yeah, no, it's weird. Like enough that it's weird. Like it's enough that you're a problem. Like you like black people as much as Lenny liked the mice in Of Mice and Men. It's just it's too much. It's too much.
They've been through a lot.
Nobody's going to disagree with that.
Listen, what an athlete this guy, Lucas Fernando, is. The full work on this guy, the boxing on this guy. You guys know I love my fucking, and it's hard for me to say this on stream anymore because we might get canceled. I mean,
don't say it.
A stiff jab just gets me fucking going. I got sweatpants on right now, and you might see this thing popping up into the screen if I talk about a jab too much. But Lucas does have nice, quick boxing. Can work the body as well. It is a little bit of a pause for concern. Minus 300, UFC debut, regional stuff isn't great. He's not undefeated either, right? I mean, he's lost even on the regional scene and stuff like that. He's not like, I mean, he's probably more in his prime than Rafael, but he's not like this young prospect. Rafael is more of the young prospect of the two. But I think the difference here is kind of in the athleticism. I mean, one of the reasons why I kind of stuck the point on there with Angelo is because I think that plays a part because Rafael is more of like a brute. Like he's just kind of more of a stiff striker. He's kind of more of a stiff grappler. What he's going to want to do in this fight is hold Lucas against the fence, close that distance, try to get him to the ground. But if you watch that fight versus DR, even with the takedowns, Joe Rogan even mentioned it was like one of the rare times where Joe Rogan was actually kind of coherent in what he was doing in the breakdowns. But he said this Rafael isn't like fluid when he grapples. Like he's more of like a brute, like almost like a DDP, like just fucking like gotta try to outmuscle you in every position. So technique, you can kind of get out of those positions. And Lucas, in his fight against Azamat Bakoyev or whatever, he actually fought Azamat in LFA or whatever. He kind of got mauled in that fight, but Azamat's more of a controlling, he's more of a fluid, and there's a reason why Azamat was like trying to wrestle and wrestled hard in that because Lucas is a good striker and stuff like that. So Rafael's going to need to get takedowns in control. And Lucas, I think, is good enough in his technique on the ground that he's going to be able, and he's so long, too, that I think he can be able to scramble back to his feet if he does get taken down. But even getting inside of this guy, Lucas, I think is going to be a little bit of an issue for Rafael. So it's kind of a catch-22. I understand the odds, like talent-wise and stuff like that, they make sense. But it's one of those situations where I say, I want to see it first before I'm betting a minus 300. I might play something inside the distance or something like that when Saturday comes, but I'm going to go Lucas, and we'll see if he can defend takedowns. What it's going to come down to.
There we go. Yeah, we're on the same side, and we got to the same conclusion. It's definitely an interesting. It's an interesting fight here. I'm not like, oh wow, this dude's a nasty prospect, but I do think it'll be a fun fight. A clash of styles is always worth a watch. We will probably have some sort of real action on this fight, despite it being a UFC debut that's a little bit juiced, because there are some opportunities here. So if you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, everything we have on the site, the 5 human cappers, the 1 artificial intelligence, everything, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member. The top is $10. There's no upsell, no cross-sell, no weird tiers, no bullshit. All of it instantly for $10. You love it? Great. Keep it. You hate it? All right. It was $10. Cancel. WeWantPicks.com. Let's go ahead and hit up some super chats. $4.99.
Oh my God. Can I read this?
Yes. Say the name too.
$4.99 from Eat Yo Puss 325. He's even thrown it up in the picture. Me and him got the same facial hair, looking good. I got the same hairline too.
Yeah.
Jacob, Just got with a redhead recently. Was
Ew.
thinking of you the whole time. Made some good ass money on the last card. Sign up for We Want Picks. Get your money up.
Ew, dude.
There's no way. If you were thinking of me, that was probably the worst performance you've ever had, because I know that nut was quick. You know what I mean? I know that nut was quick. If you were thinking of me, I know that nut was fucking quick, buddy.
That's what the 3 is for. 3 minutes.
That wasn't 3 minutes, Angelo. You're not going 3 minutes. Angelo, you're not going 3 minutes with me.
Okay. I hope to never find out, if we're being honest. I hope to never find out.
I'll let you out all day.
Jesus Christ. $6.99 for my buddy Big Maple Bets. Have you seen the absolute shit card I'm getting in Edmonton? Anyone saying 330 sucks can ligma. Now, I disagree with the random negativity on every single fight card, but this is a theme that has existed for a while. The UFC takes advantage of the Canadians because the Canadians will sell a place out no matter what you fucking give them. So the UFC is like, here's a card. I don't care. And it'll sell out and they move on with their life. The Canadians routinely get screwed on paper with name value. And it sucks because it's not like they come very often. So
Why are
I didn't
people
see that full
acting
card,
like
but
I'm the gay one in the chat, by the way? I didn't donate and say I was thinking of another man. I'm just making facts are facts. It's not me.
Oh, boy. Vince, 1484, member for 6 months. He said, sent you some UFC cards for the kids, Ange. I hope they enjoy. Well, first of all, I appreciate that very, very much. Second of all, Glenn from UFC Breaks, he's somebody who reached out a while ago. I never really cared about opening cards. And he reached out a while ago being like, I'm going to send you a nice box of cards.
How many cards do we have to open tonight?
Virtual ones?
Yeah.
2 each? You have yours too. Dummy.
I mean, we'll be here all night. I'll load in $600 in my account right now.
No.
You want to play that game?
Glenn sent a couple. He sent a box to open up. I opened up some packs, and then I opened some with the girls, and they fucking loved it. Like they got so excited, and they were like, "Is this person good? Is that person?" Like they genuinely like. I sent an email to that guy Glenn. And I he sent the box out of the kindness.
Oh my God, you're going to pimp out your kids. Let my kids do it on video.
No, never. He sent the box at just love what you guys do. I have this channel. If you want to shout me out, great, right? He sent it for the vlog. And then I sent him an email like a couple weeks later because I didn't open the second half of the cards until you were like, fucking, I'm not going to meet you up. So fuck you. I opened your half. And the girls did it. And they loved it. I sent him an email, and I literally was like, I just want to say thank you, man. Like, my girls love this. And this is not something I expect them to enjoy. And then we bought card binders and went to they fucking love it. So, anyway, appreciate you being a member here. And if you send some cards, that's incredible. The girls are freaking gobbling that up, and it's just a cool, random, fun thing to do with them. We got some more super chats, and we will get to them after the next.
Why don't you let your daughters have their own interests? Why are you forcing the UFC on them?
They're the ones who want. They're like, can we buy cards? Can we buy cards? And I bought some cards at Dick's, and I was like, girls, that's it.
There's a lot of different cards they could buy. They could buy
this shit's $15.
My Little Pony cards if they wanted, but for some reason you won't let them do that.
They like the fight cards. They said, is she good? Can he fight? Is this that pussy Jacob bet on? These are the things that they say. Is this another failed lock of the week? Daddy, is this a failed lock of the week? Daddy, is this a failed lock of the week? Daddy, is this a failed lock of the week? She asked me 4 times, all 4 Amanda Hebos, different cards. It's crazy.
I just want to say, guys, it's been great for I appreciate my time on this channel. I appreciate you guys supporting this channel, supporting everything that we've done on this channel. This is going to be kind of the last time you see me on here, and maybe I'll pop up eventually, but it's been real, guys. I'm out of here. Enjoy your lives. Angelo, good luck with everything.
Stop. It screws up the camera because of the overlay. Please come back. I am sorry. It was a joke. My children never said that. Jacob, My kids never said it. They would never say that ever. Please, I can't start without you because of the overlay. So I appreciate, psych, they never said it. Psych. Let's go ahead and break down. Somebody commented while you were saying that. Somebody said, oh no, he's frozen. All right, here we go. Next up at UFC 330, we have Vicente Luque taking on Tresean Gore. Vicente Luque, 24-12 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He's coming off that bounce back win over Kelvin Gastelum, taking on Tresean Gore, 6-4 in his entire career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that bounce back win over Azamat Bakoyev. Vicente Luque is good everywhere. We know this. He's been around for 100 years. He has main evented fight nights. He's co-main evented. He's been on pay-per-view main cards. He has fought everybody worth anything. And throughout that time, he's developed a whole suite of skills. He has a solid takedown defense, solid takedown offense. He's got great striking. He's got great grappling. He has everything you need, but he is getting a little older. And I don't care that this next slide is
like 32.
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't care this next slide says 34. That dude is 265 in fight years. He either lied about his age or I don't know what, but he is no 34.
Refreshed at a new weight class.
Well, at middleweight, he looked real good in that Kelvin Gastelum fight. Did I have
Do you know
Kelvin
where he was
safety?
born?
What?
Vicente? Do you know where he was born?
Where he was born? Yeah, in like Pennsylvania.
New Jersey.
New Jersey, yeah, some shit right there.
Yeah,
Because somebody was like, oh, he's Vicente's a local guy on the card. He's good at everything. That's why I was surprised to see he's the underdog here. And the line is continuing to widen. He's taking on Tresean Gore. Tresean Gore is much younger. He's a heavy-handed guy. He's a come-forward wrestler. The career's kind of all over the place. In the beginning, he either wasn't wrestling at all, or he was gun-shy, or then he just only wrestled. So he's kind of been all over the place, but he certainly put it together in his last fight, beating Azamat Bakoyev. He choked that guy stupid, and he was the biggest underdog on that card. And it really sucked when that happened.
I can't believe people were all over Bakoyev.
It's insane, dude.
I'm never wrong. Sometimes I'm just early. I was so right about Bakoyev from the very fucking beginning. And I'm going to be right about Quillen. You just wait.
The dude's going to be a
Eventually,
four-time
he's gonna
world
lose.
champion. Yeah.
The second he loses, I'm going to throw a fucking parade.
Told you. Guys, 6 title defense. Told you. Listen, this is an interesting fight to break down because I am, if this fight was 2 years ago, it would be, the commission wouldn't sanction this fight. They'd be like, in no world should Vicente Luque be fighting Tresean Gore. It wouldn't be sanctioned. It shouldn't happen. The skill gap between these 2 years ago or today is wide, like unbelievably hot dog down a hallway wide. But Vicente is a little used up. He's a little chinny, but I don't think he's full washed. So if I have a guy who is not fully washed, he's just kind of half, he's just half clean.
He's hand washed. Sometimes you got to hand wash some stuff. You're not throwing it in a heavy load in the washer and dry. Do you separate your whites and your colors?
Me personally, no, not for my clothes. But when I do Tiffany's, I have to, and the towels are all white. I do the laundry in the house.
I'm very inclusive. Everything goes together. It doesn't matter color, creed, or doesn't matter to me, Angelo.
So now everything's brown.
What was that?
Just it's all brown now. You wash it all together, it all fades, and it's all brown.
Someone said, Jacob, I would hand wash your girl, bro. I ain't got one.
You are. You basically are right now. That means he'll wash your hands for you. Oh, come on, twice? He did it. I'm going to finish he's the one who said it about himself. Listen, guys. I am sitting in a world right now where people are betting on Tresean Gore, and they're insanely confident in Tresean Gore. And the line is moving. The opening odds made 1,000,000 times more sense. Vicente Luque being the favorite in this fight makes so much more sense than the current odds. I understand if you're sitting there and like, he's a little washed, right? I understand that. And he is a little bit washed, but he's not quite there yet. I have to pick Vicente Luque here. He's better at everything. Other than you saying, Tresean will knock him out, what is he better than Vicente at? Nothing. So if you're picking Tresean, you're just banking on the fact that, Vicente's a little older and he might get knocked out. And I just don't see that. I think he's just too good at everything. So Vicente Luque is a pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I was, there's nobody that is more transparent. There's nobody that's more honest with the people than me. That's why I don't know why I get so much hate on the game. I'm gonna keep bringing up the goddamn Gamrot thing. I said in my breakdown that Gamrot fucking sucks, that I picked against him all the time. Motherfuckers, I sat here and told you guys that Kelvin Gastelum was going to run through Vicente Luque, and it was looking good. Walking him down, looked like the faster guy. Vicente looked like a guy that had moved from 170 to 185, but just kind of did it without actually doing it type of thing. And I'm thinking, oh my God, here comes Kelvin. Big old tubby tubs. Got to knock this guy out. Then whoops, walks into a little left hand or right hand or whatever the fuck it was, gets dropped. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. Kelvin knows how to fucking wrestle. Kelvin knows how to grapple. Oh my God, looks like Vicente's setting up an anaconda, but Kelvin surely knows that that's about to happen. And it was like the most slow motion anaconda I've ever seen. Locks it in. So I was definitely wrong about that fight. But the difference is that Kelvin was bringing the pressure. He was in Vicente's face, and Vicente was just kind of backing up and just kind of playing his game. And if Kelvin would have just kept playing that game without getting too overzealous, he probably would have been able to win that fight. Tresean Gore isn't really a guy that moves forward. Like every fight that he has, he's like kind of like sit and wait and wants to counter strike. Even that it was that fight against Brian Battle or whatever. It's like he just wasn't doing like anything, and he really kind of hasn't cleaned that up in his fights. Got a little bit more forward when he starts to get momentum, but I think that this is going to be Vicente kind of controlling the middle of the octagon. And Tresean Gore's not really a powerful striker. Like, he's not really knocking people out. He can hurt people. I mean, these are grown-ass people. They're going to be 200 pounds inside the octagon, so he can't hurt Vicente. Vicente has been chin and stuff like that, but like you said, to just be waiting for that shot from Tresean off his back foot, I don't know if it's actually going to happen. You know, but it is Vicente, so it is kind of like a hard situation to put yourself into. Like, Vicente, it seems like, is like a big fucking, like, public dog, a favorite dog on X. Like, I can't believe the odds. And I'm looking at him like, I don't really understand the odds, but obviously somebody might know more than what we know and stuff. Tresean he's shown he's a tough dude, but he doesn't really move his head off the center line. And I can't imagine him getting a guillotine off Vicente. Like, I would be very surprised. You know, I'll probably fucking jinx the shit out of this, but I would be very surprised if he's able to snatch that up on Vicente. Azamat, you know, Gore had a nice little run with those guillotines and stuff, but then he runs into Tulio and he gets fucking lit up. Rodolfo kind of took him to school a little bit as well. And then, you know, Azamat fucking sucks. So he was able to kind of weather that early storm, got the leg kicks going and stuff like that. Azamat just kind of death gas. So that's a long story short to say I am going Vicente with you, but you know, betting on Vicente is a tall task for me because Tresean, he's a tough dude and he's weirdly dangerous, I guess.
I don't agree with anything you said. I obviously ended up picking Vicente because if I'm only looking at the skills, you can't compare the skills, the straight skills between these two people. But Vicente is older. He's been in some wars, not quite as durable as he used to be.
And Tresean's not like a huge 185er too, so it's not like Vicente. He's not going to look like tiny in there coming up, you know.
Well, and look what Vicente just did to Kelvin Gastelum. And I know Kelvin Gastelum's also like unreliable at the end of his career, but who the hell drops Kelvin and just chokes him stupid like that? Like, that's not something that people are doing. And he did it. Sean Brady out-grappled Kelvin Gastelum. Vicente dropped him and pounced. And that's just his experience, how fast he is, how explosive, he's dangerous everywhere. So I'm on the Vicente side.
Renewed too. Like, I think that move to 185 was like, let's see. You know, if I get smoked by Kelvin, then maybe this isn't for me, you know, but it seems like he moved to 185, great performance, got the finish. You know, he's boys with Gregory Rodriguez and stuff too. So, you know, he's in there working hard with some high level looks and stuff like that. So I think he's a little bit renewed.
People, you know, it's funny. People in the chat right now, people are like, I can't believe he just used Kelvin Gastelum as a game. Those same people were like, go watch Vicente versus Joel. He sucks now.
Kelvin would smoke Makhachev.
If
I'll
those
say it.
aren't two opposite sides of the spectrum, what the hell are we talking about? You're going to say Vicente sucks because he lost to Joel Alvarez, but then you're also going to say beating Kelvin Gastelum doesn't mean he has any life left in his career? You guys are fucking crazy. You guys are fucking crazy, dude. Outrageous. And I also didn't say Vicente Luque just beat the incredible, the unbelievable, the best in the world, Kelvin Gastelum. I said, who have we seen run through Kelvin like that? Sean Brady? Nobody is just dropping him and pouncing on him like that. Nobody.
Didn't
You guys
Angelo
are
pick
on
Gamera?
nightmare.
Yeah, Angelo picked Gamera. I can't believe he did it.
Yeah, Angelo hit 100% of his bets last week. Angelo hit 13 safety parlays in a row. Angelo had a walk-off to win the softball game last night. So, yeah, Angelo's doing pretty well recently. So let's all celebrate. Here we go. Let's clap it up. Nice job. Great win, Big Ange. And we're going to win again this weekend. Okay? Now, I'm picking Vicente, but like Jacob, I'm not betting on Vicente. I'm not betting on Vicente, but I'm going to be rooting for him. If you do want to see who is betting on who, we've got a bunch of bets on the board already. There will be more coming. Go to WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It is only $10 for an entire month's worth of access. No upsell, no cross-sell, no nonsense. All of it instantly. One click of the button. $10. WeWantPicks.com. We have a couple more Super Chatterinos. $4.99 from Mirrorless190 Ange. Who's Megan Rapinoe in the We Want Picks recap? You said that during the 10-hour recap. Also, will there be a stream tomorrow for Dana White Contender Series or on Saturday, Jacob? Megan Rapinoe is that American World Cup winning soccer player with the insanely short hair that she just dyes either white or pink or whatever. And Amanda Lemos looked exactly like Megan Rapinoe. So it was A, half a joke, but B, I was 100% serious when I said if she didn't have her hair dyed like that and the blood wasn't completely taken over the white of her hair, it actually might have been a closer fight to the judges, but clearly she was soaked in blood because she dyed her hair white. But Megan Rapinoe is an American soccer player that looks exactly like her. Jacob, you want to answer about streaming?
Yeah, that comparison was transphobic.
Nobody in that is
Racist.
trans. Neither. They're the same
Racist.
race. How is it racist?
Amanda Lemos and Megan Rapinoe are the same race.
Human.
Homophobic.
That one you could argue, but not the other ones. And it was only about the hair color, the short hair and the hair color. That's it.
All the lesbos look alike to Angelo.
No, I just compared two specific women with the exact same
All
haircut.
black people look alike. All
No.
lesbos look alike.
No.
What else you want to throw in there, Angie?
Gingers all pretty similar looking.
I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Similar rage quitting and stream leaving
I don't know. I wouldn't
tendencies. Well, ask that dude who just got with one. Thank you for the super chat. $2 super chat
in the bedroom. I tell you that. I'll tell you that.
Oh, we have a lady. $2 super chat from Carrie McGill, 74.89. Rocky Mountain oysters recipe coming. Gotta make them. I know what Rocky Mountain oysters are, obviously. If you guys don't know, they're bull testicles.
Oh my God, she's a lesbian.
I haven't quite had.
Look at the timing on that. She just wrote in the chat, is why I said that. I'm a lesbian and most.
Oh, I
people
thought
look
you were
alike.
like looking at the picture, like short
No,
hair,
she
and
just,
you're
Well, I think we
making
can
it
see.
up.
I mean, I think we kind of know at this point.
How could we see? How could we tell? How could you tell? Anyway, I know what Rocky Mountain oysters are. I haven't quite had the nerve to eat them.
We love the gays. We love them. We love
I'll try.
lesbians a little bit more than the male homosexuals, but we still love the males.
Anybody who sends a recipe, I have cooked all of them. I've got a couple that we're backlogged on, but we'll cook all of them. We'll eat all of them. There's only one
Wait,
recipe
how do you
I
get a
bought.
recipe for? Aren't they just are what they are?
They're not raw. You have to cook them.
Yeah, but you just cut them off and then you cook them. What do you mean you can't make them? You're not putting flour.
I
and-
don't.
You don't.
I think people fry them, and some
I
people
know,
slice
but you gotta
them and eat them
have
like
them.
liver.
You know. I think you gotta get a bull.
It's Texas. There's got to be bull nuts everywhere around here.
Let's go to the
It's
field
Texas.
and get them real fresh. Let's go pick our own. I want to let's vlog you out in the field and picking your own bull. I want to see that. I want to see you comparing testicles and really getting after it.
Anyway, What the hell? There's only one recipe I didn't cook. I have the ingredients. I just couldn't do it. It was like canned oysters with cream cheese on a cracker. It was smoked oysters with cream cheese. It was something.
Sounds fantastic.
Absolutely. It seemed vile. I have the ingredients. Maybe I'll pull the trigger. I just couldn't do it during that vlog.
You like
Thank
sucking
you
oysters?
for the $2. I fucking hate oysters, dude. I hate it.
My dad is like, every time, because I lived in Florida, and I'd go to dinner with my parents and stuff like that, and he always orders like a dozen raw oysters or whatever like that. And he's like, I love these oysters, love these. And this is how most people are too. And this is how a lot of people are with a lot of food. So listen the fuck up if this is you. If you're like, oh, I love oysters, I love oysters, I just fucking love oysters. You know how he eats a fucking raw oyster? He takes it, puts it on a saltine cracker with a big scoop of horseradish and a big scoop of cocktail sauce.
You don't taste anything.
Yeah, you know, oyster, you eat a cracker with horseradish and cocktail sauce with a little slime in it. What do you mean you love oysters? No, you don't. You love cocktail sauce. Yeah, it's fine. What? You could just...
Yeah, listen. I'm with you, dude. I was dating this girl years ago. We went to Virginia. Like her parents had their.
You said you were dating a girl a few years ago.
15 years ago, maybe 20 at this point.
Yeah, you better clean that up, Tom Segura.
Yeah, 2 years ago when I have is he confirmed a cheater?
I don't think he's cheating, but they're done.
He just had a glow up. Anyway, this was in college, and we went down there. Either her aunt had a restaurant on a pier or some shit. I don't remember what it was. Aunt had a restaurant on the pier and was like, oh, we need to do oyster shooters. And I was like, I fucking hate oysters, but whatever. Dude, an oyster
Anything
shooter.
for some pussy, right, Angelo? Anything for some pussy, Bubba. You're
what it
throwing
was,
down slimy oil. You're going raw oysters to
Dude,
get some raw fucking,
It's an oyster in a shot of vodka with Tabasco. It was the most disgusting thing I have ever had in my life.
What do you mean disgusting? You wouldn't even taste it. That's the whole point. What?
Fishy vodka? Fishy vodka?
What are you swishing it around? It's a shooter. You shoot it.
It touches, dude. Nah, it was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
You can say you didn't like the texture of it going down your throat, but that'd be the first time you said something like that.
All right, we're moving on to the next fight. Next up, at UFC 330, we have Donte Johnson taking on Eric McConico. Donte Johnson, undefeated.
I think I know who you're going to pick in this one.
At 8-0. They're both, these are both beautiful colored gentlemen. What are you talking about? Donte Johnson, 8-0 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. He is coming off that win over Cody Brundage, taking on Eric McConico, 11-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He has been alternating wins.
I don't think you can say that. You mean people of color?
Yes, but you guys have me all spun up. I can't even talk about fights anymore.
Oh,
Jesus.
God, it's over.
Can't even talk about fights. You guys are spinning me up, trying to find issues. Absolutely insane. Donte Johnson, an exciting guy, solid striking. He does a good job. He'll jump in and out of the pocket. He'll land. He avoids what comes back his way. He's pretty defensively sound when he engages. But he puts up some numbers. He can overwhelm some people. He's a little twitchy. Like he's just constantly, I wouldn't call him feints entirely, but they're right there. He did just beat Cody Brundage, but it was very, very underwhelming. The striking was just okay. He was taken down a handful of times. And frankly, some people, Jacob, thinks that he lost that fight. He's taking on Eric McConico. Solid grappler. He is comfortable striking. Ultimately, he wants to close the distance.
Deep fly ball to left field.
He wants to
Do you
close
know that
the
reference?
distance. No.
The people will know. Go ahead.
There's a team. Okay. Oh, is that the Shane Gillis stand-up?
No, there was a Reds announcer that was on a hot mic said the F word, like the gay F word.
Oh, Jesus.
And he apologized on air, but during his apology, someone hit a home run.
Oh, they just interrupted him.
Yeah, so he's like doing this apology, like, I just want to apologize. He's like, and there's a deep fly ball home run. And then just continues with the fucking.
With it. Eric McConico is a grappler at his core. He will engage in the striking a little bit. He's got a couple of UFC wins. Eric McConico is not quite as bad as some people were going to try to make him out to be. I, at one point, was like, he's going to get sparked by Ruzaboyev, which happened, right? And then, he's not really going to win this fight. But the reality is Eric McConico is making fights competitive. He's coming forward. He's not afraid to engage. He's getting some takedown. A little older in his career, but he's still competitive. And if you're watching both of their fights versus Cody Brundage, because they have a common opponent, and you're trying to determine
and Cody beat both of them,
and you're trying to determine who beat Cody better, he's not wrong. They both kind of look like shit in versus Cody, and you could argue that they both lost their independent fights. Eric buzzed Cody a little bit. Donte Johnson kind of out-volume. Then you say, okay, why can't use the Cody Brundage fight as a reference? Let me zoom out and look at the rest of their fights. Neither one of them have really looked good there either. Donte Johnson beat SD Dumas, but he spent the entire first round in a cradle. The whole first round, he was in a cradle. So I just have to look at their regional tape and just go off what I think are their natural skill sets. So I have to pick Donte. I think he's younger. I think he's faster. I think he's a much better striker. But if Donte can't really defend the takedowns, and he has like a little bit of a, I'm going to say bigger. I don't think he's stronger, but a little bit of a bigger guy on top of him, this could get weird. So I got a ton of respect for Eric McConico. I'm going to pick Donte Johnson. There could be a random upset here because Eric he's game. Just because Dante's undefeated doesn't mean he's going to stay that way forever. Jacob, what do you think?
Eric McConico is the better fighter. I don't really give a fuck. Donte Johnson has shown he's not really a dialed-in fighter. Like, he had the big flashy knockout, but his striking is atrocious. He throws his chin straight up in the air. He's shown that his wrestling and grappling isn't as good as what we probably thought it was going to be. The issue is Eric McConico does kind of get fucking chinned. Like, I mean, it was like the very first punch that Rodolfo threw, knocked him down. He's been knocked out in fights before. And Donte is at fucking Extreme Couture now. I think he was kind of doing his own thing at like a local gym. So we'll see how much that plays a part. I know there's some videos coming out now of him sparring with Sean Strickland and stuff. He still looks like kind of that wild dude in those spars. I don't know if Extreme Couture is a place you go to like clean up technique. Like, that's just kind of a place you go to have bodies, to have high-level looks and stuff. But it seems like a lot of those, they're just kind of throwing down in there. Like, there's not a lot of technical shit going on.
It's just
basically
live
like
sparring.
Yeah, it's basically like go in there and spar Sean Strickland for fucking 25 minutes and have fun. You learn toughness and you learn some valuable stuff in there. But, fighter to fighter, Eric McConico is a better fighter. Like, he's at a good gym too, MMA lab. He's a more technical guy. He's shown against Rodolfo, even when he's hurt, he had good submission defense. Rodolfo was trying to take him down. He had good takedown defense. It's just going to come down to where if Eric gets caught or not, because he does kind of get hit. But I think he's a better fighter.
36 too.
Excuse me?
He's also 36. He's a little older.
And he's what?
A little older. He started his career late. He's a
and
little
what
older
else
in his
is he,
career.
Angelo?
A good dog as I walk through. Good grappler. Chin's not amazing. Donte hasn't really. We haven't seen that insane power yet in the UFC. It's a tricky fight.
I'm going.
Are you going to outright pick Eric McConico here?
Excuse me. Okay.
Yes.
I think you've said enough on this breakdown. Let's be honest. Okay. Yeah, I am going Eric McConico.
sure.
I think he's a better fighter. If he gets chinned, he gets chinned. But I think he's a better striker. I think he's shown he can handle himself in the wrestling and grappling. And Donte, doesn't have a great gas tank either. Like, he was coming forward against Cody and stuff like that. But if Cody just kind of just does a little bit more in that third round, he loses as like he was what minus 400 against Cody or something like that. Like, he was a huge favorite in that fight. Got taken down immediately. By the way, he was a fucking little bitch boy to start that fight. Glove touch straight to the fucking. He was like glove touch, and the second he touched gloves, he fucking threw a big-ass fucking left hook that Cody ducked under and took him down. But that was fucking dirty-ass shit. I don't like dirty-ass shit. Eric McConico's going to get this done. He might get knocked out. But I saw somebody's got a bet on him. I was going to bet on him. I was like, we'll just let so-and-so have their... I don't want to double down on Eric McConico, but personally, I did bet him.
I did that last week. Every bet I was about to place... I already didn't really trust it. And then I saw somebody else had a similar bet. I was like, we're too exposed to DR Nurgazai already. Why would I add to that? And then, so I kind of stayed away. And honestly, it worked out. All four of us were up money last week. I hit all my bets. There was only two, but safety parlay hit. Like, everything happened. The slam of the week. So it's like, there's no reason to double, triple risk. Whoever gets to it first can stake claim. Jacob's on McConico. I am on Donte Johnson. If you need a tiebreaker, we have tiebreakers. Just go to WeWantPicks.com. You click Become a Member at the top. You instantly unlock everything. We have 5 human cappers. We have 1 robot. We have everything you can ever want or need. We have an artificial intelligence. We have the tools. We have a fight simulator. Everything. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Couple of super chatterinos. We got $4.99 from 415 Kyle. Shout out to Angela Hill. Just trained with her again last Wednesday at Sadiq Youssef Shim. She's a beast and a legend of the sport. Dude, Angela Hill.
Oh, here we go. You better say some nice stuff now.
I said nice stuff before too. At 42 or 43 years old or whatever it is, she's looked better than ever. She just smoked that Chinese prospect they brought in.
Whoa!
Now you can't even mention.
Regional
That's like the
Asian.
episode. That's like she was more skilled than regional. She was that's like what you just did is like that. I'll put this back on. That episode of The Office, I think it was the first episode or like the first season where they have on their head what race they are. And what's his name? Oscar was somebody said Mexican, and Michael Scott's like, do you have a less offensive term for that?
Yeah, I think Oscar was like, I'm Mexican. He's like, you can't say that.
That's right. Yeah.
Can we
Which is
just real quick since we're between fights here? Do you mind naming your top 5 black people?
Yeah, we're not going to do that. Then
Why
we
wouldn't
have.
You? You can't name your top 5 black people? What's the
I
issue?
don't
Let's
name-
celebrate. Let's celebrate the
We're
community.
not
Let's celebrate the
ranking
culture.
people. I wouldn't rank whites either,
Whites
or
is that
Puerto
what you said?
Ricans. I'm not ranking people. What are you doing? I will rank these super chats though, and we got another good one from who 88 $1.99. Angelo drives a Subaru Forester and drinks matcha. I've never had matcha. I heard it tastes like shit. It looks like it tastes like shit, but sometimes I'll see somebody with like on ice, like swirling it on a TikTok or something, and it looks decent. I've never had matcha. I've never driven a Subaru, but growing up, my dad had a Subaru. But I think this was before they had the stigma. And we're from the Northeast, and Subarus are like the
That's
greatest.
like me saying I had a Miata, but it's after this. No, there's always been a thing.
Yeah, Jacob actively had a Mazda Miata as an adult
MX-5. There was
when he
nothing
could
on
have
it called Miata. It was an MX-5.
I'm talking about when I was 9.
You were a lesbian when you were 9?
No, my dad had a Subaru, the station wagon. Is that the Forester? The station wagon. And but we lived in the Northeast, and there's some
I
of the
bet
best
you
all-wheel
randomly
drive vehicles.
would be a good, like, if you did drag, I bet you'd randomly be halfway good looking.
No, I'm hideous. Thank you for the super chat. Another $1.99 from Smart Gamer 2508. I'm trolling Angie. Let's set that up though. Yeah, come to Dallas.
Would you put him in your top 5 black people?
Well, let's see if he beats me. If he beats me, he has to be, right? Because then it's
they
like,
need to get your respect first. Is that
no, you don't ever
is
want to
that some
lose.
racial thing?
You only lose to the best. Just like you lose in a wrestling tournament, you're immediately rooting for the kid that beat you. Like, you better go out there and win this whole damn thing. I'm not looking stupid. I lost to the eventual champ. So immediately top of the list. Thank you for the super chat. Straight up, you come to Dallas. I haven't really trained in a while, but we'll figure something out. Next up, at UFC 330, we have Jalin Turner taking on Kaue Fernandes. Jalin Turner, 15-9 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is coming off the post-retirement win over Edson Barboza. Taking on Kaue Fernandes, 11-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. Riding that 3-fight win streak. This is a very, very fun fight that they put together, and it's interesting. Anytime I can look at a fight and not just snap like, this guy should win, I'm intrigued. I'm excited for it. And I went back and forth on this pick because Jalin Turner is good. Like, he is very good, and his losses are all to very good people. He's a good boxer. He comes forward. He has great fight range because he's a ridiculous 6'3", and he's one of the very few people that actually uses his range
6'8".
well. He seems way bigger than the stats say.
I honestly.
Oh, because you have a picture next to him you're about to pull up, and he's towering over you.
It's not really just that, but I think he's pretty tall.
He is huge. He is huge because I saw him fight. I saw him fight live at UFC. Yeah, dude. Holy crap!
What do you mean?
He might be bigger than 6'3" because
of course he is. I'm
he's
6
way
foot.
tall. You're not 6 foot. And he's way too... Dude, that's a horrible camera. Is that Crazy Kev? That's a horrible camera angle, dude.
I buried that dude.
Go back to that camera angle. That is so
Look,
bad.
this is Big Don. Big Don is legit 6 foot, like 6'2". You know Big Don's a big guy.
Yeah. Jalin Turner is huge.
I mean, Jalen's got to be 6'5", 6'6".
Well, and back to the breakdown, all that
Look, that's
length,
my friend that's at least 6'2". He's 3 inches taller than him.
He's not 3 inches. That's about an inch, maybe 2.
Hold on a second.
4 somehow.
Let's just pause real quick before you get your breakdown. I'm very interested.
I've been halfway through my breakdown.
I'm very interested to hear who you're going to pick in this one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm very interested. Let's see.
I bet you are.
Let's see if it follows kind of the path that we've been on. You're
going to be surprised. Jalin Turner uses his length really, really well. He touches people up. He did, however, retire in frustration. He lost 4 of 5. He retired. He's now out of retirement. He came out, he knocked out Edson Barboza, and now here he is, taking on Kaue Fernandes, a loose, powerful striker who will bounce on his toes, so stay outside the pocket, and then he will lunge in with speed.
What are you laughing about?
I'm just, the girls are making fart noises outside my door. Like many fighters at Nova Now, the gym that Kaue Fernandes.
There's no way to know.
At Kaue
Let's just
Fernandes.
see. Maybe he'll surprise us, guys. Let's give him a chance. Maybe he's going to surprise us. Let's see.
Listen, anything is possible. Kaue will get fancy. He'll get flashy. But when he's comfortable and he's striking, he hits a flow state, he does an unbelievable job landing in combinations, clinching, takedown. Landing in combinations, clinching, takedown. He'll blast your legs. We saw that against Harry Hardwick where he just absolutely destroyed him. He beat Harry Hardwick so bad that Cage Warriors had to come out publicly and basically start talking about, we have good champions. We're not the embarrassment that you think we are because of what just happened to Harry. It was actually really bizarre of them to do anything other than, hey, great job. He went out there in short notice. Anyway, Jalin Turner is very good. He's only lost to some of the best people around. So I understand him being the favorite here. It makes a ton of sense to me. I understand him opening as almost a 3-1 favorite because if you look at their careers and their resumes, Jalin has the harder fights and honestly the better wins. He also has a bunch of losses to good fighters. The problem is, I don't know where his head is at because he retired in frustration. And if you go back and you watch my recap of that event, I literally sat here and was like, there's no way he should retire. He is way too good. He should not retire. And he is basically at the prime of his career. He did retire. It wasn't very long. Came back. Got a beautiful knockout win. Jalin Turner could absolutely win this fight. Kaue Fernandes, if he gets going, if he has the same fight here that he had versus Garam, Kaue Fernandes absolutely wins this fight. I just don't know if he will. So, Jacob, who do you got winning this fight?
Here's our boy about to get lit the fuck up. Jalin wanted on camera that he was consenting. I did this at a bang. Like he did not fucking hold back on that at all, man. That was, look at this again. This was no fucking joke.
Who is that? Is that you or that's that? I can't tell.
Bang, dude. Just fucking Yusef's going crazy. Like, holy shit, dude. That was one of the craziest leg kicks I've ever fucking seen. That was at Tampa, a year and a half ago. Jalin was an awesome dude. Super cool dude. Who did you pick in this one?
You're up. It's your turn. If you miss it, that's on you.
No, I didn't. Let me just go. Let me go to WeWantPicks.com real quick and just look at.
Oh, that hasn't refreshed.
And
listen, I'm gonna pick Kaue Fernandes. I'm not gonna let you bully me out of this. I'm gonna pick Kaue Fernandes. Here's the thing. Kaue Fernandes can wrestle his way to a win here. And we've seen him do it. The flow state he had against Garam, that same style here, he wins this fight. This is a really close fight. I'll be rooting for Jalin, but I think the wrestling upside is going to be the difference here. What do you think, Jacob?
Okay, let me just go. We had Neo Magny and Ramiz Brahimaj. Who did you pick in that one?
Ramiz.
Okay. We had Vicente Luque and Tresean Gore. Who did you
actually pick? Who did you pick in let's do yours as well. Let's do yours as well. So far I've
been very clear about I fucking love black people. And you said it's very weird that I love black people. Let's just go through Vicente versus
I said
Tresean.
You liked them too much. You're a culture vulture, they call it.
Yeah, they say imitation is a sincerest form of flattery.
Okay.
Vicente versus Tresean, you picked...
Vicente.
Okay. Donte Johnson versus Eric McConico.
That's a wash.
You picked the
Donte. That's a wash.
Lighter skin. Okay. And now we're here. Jalin Turner versus Kaue. You're on the Kaue side. The trend is the trend, guys.
Who are you picking?
Listen, Angelo, I'm going to break this down as far as facts and figures and how they are as fighters. I just mentioned I was basically best friends with Jalin Turner. I was hanging out with him. I dapped him up a few times, took a picture with him. Great guy. A lot of people are saying this is just going to come down to like the calf kicks. Obviously, that plays a part. Kaue's got nice calf kicks. As you saw, Jalin got a pretty good calf kick himself in that video. But Kaue's got to be careful, obviously, with those calf kicks. That does play a part. It does play a part. Like, he is that good at calf kicks. Like, it is going to play a part. But Jalin is so long that if you fucking telegraph a calf kick, he will just sit on that calf and throw a right hand down the middle, and he will knock you the fuck out. The good news is with Kaue is that's not just what he does. He's got great kicks, but he uses his kicks to keep range so well. Like, this guy keeps range like fucking Wonder Boy. Like, that he's at that long fucking stance. And I would not be surprised if Jalin tries to counter that split stance with his own calf kicks and goes after Kaue's calves and kind of tries to play that game, because Kaue does have that wide split stance, but he does have good boxing and stuff as well. This is a very, very tough fight. Like, is Jalin going to be able to snipe this guy? Is he long enough to kind of get inside that kicking range? I actually think that he could be. But Kaue isn't just one-dimensional. As you mentioned, Kaue does have good boxing. He does have wrestling and grappling as well. And Jalin Turner, like, I know he smoked Edson Barboza, but like, Edson landed some good stuff in those exchanges. And Jalin just kind of like said, fuck it, and just kind of like went through it because he kind of cracked Edson in those moments and stuff. Kaue, I think, is obviously a little bit different than Edson at this point in his career. Like, Edson at this point, his stage in career, we're going to see, and we're going to break him down against Rubovic's. Probably not really that guy. This is a very good fight. This is a very high-level fight. This is definitely like a chess match type of fight. I'm going to go with Kaue because I just think he is kind of just, I think he can keep that range better than people realize. And, but if Jalin gets him, he gets him, so I'm not betting Kaue, but as a pick, I'm going Kaue. I love my Brazilians. I love my black brothers and sisters as well. This has nothing to do with color, creed, religion, anything like that. But I like Kaue. And we were very high on Kaue against Garam, and everyone kind of...
We were the only people that picked him against Garam. Remember that whole pick tracker, dude? It was just like us on an island. Everybody else was on the other side there. But I did, in my breakdown, I said the only way he wins this fight is if he fights that fight. He has to fight this fight exactly the way he fought that one. Mix in the takedown so he's not comfortable. Move forward so the range isn't an issue. Like, he has to do all those things.
And he's a cocky dude, too.
Kaue?
Yeah, he's a fucking cocky dude. He starts doing the fucking karate hand stuff, and he goes taunting a little bit.
Yeah, he did that in Garam for sure. He does need to. The only real concern here is Jalin is by far the more dangerous of the two. So Kaue's got to kind of fight perfect the whole time. Not that we've seen Kaue like flash knocked out, but Jalin has that power. And he's long as shit. And he's fast.
Kicks. Like, they say, I mean, he's kind of got the equal. I know Jalen's like long, but when you have kicks like Kaue, that's kind of like the equalizer to the punching length of a tall guy like that.
Well, and you can, in theory, you come out with those leg kicks, then you slow down Jalen's footwork, and without the footwork, he's not quite as long. And I don't
think he's going to come in with it's dangerous to throw those kicks against that guy.
Why? Because you think Jalin will just fire right hand down the middle if he does?
That's exactly what he will do, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting it's going to be an interesting fight. I'm looking very much forward to this fight. I think it's a phenomenal job by the matchmakers. It's going to be a competitive fight. Jacob and I are on the same side here, but like barely on the pick. If you want to check out what the artificial intelligence has to say about this fight, or even the fight simulator, it's a tool on our website that simulates every fight 100,000 times, and then it gives you the outputs from that fight. All of it, every capper on the website, every pick, every bet, every tool, the AI, everything is in one single $10 package. Go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. You sign up, it's $10. You love it, you keep it, you hate it, cancel $10 for an entire month's worth of access. Couple more Super Chatterinos. John White, 4.99 euros. What's your usual...
John White, you can't wait to answer this question.
What's your usual tape study schedule? How many fights do you go back and watch for each fighter? I usually end up getting through about half the card. For me, Jacob, I genuinely believe does more tape study than everybody. To me, it depends on the fighter. Like I didn't go back and watch tape on Islam. I'm very familiar with Islam and who he is and how he fights. I did, however, go back and watch all of Ian Garry's grappling fights, meaning I watched when he had to offensively wrestle against MVP. I watched when he fought Shavkat again because he both defensively and offensively wrestled, and I watched the protest one. So it really comes down to me if I'm looking for something specific and it's not ringing a bell. Obviously, new UFC people, I watch everything I can possibly watch, but if you know, like if we're breaking down a fighter I've broken down 1,000 times, I don't need to watch anything. Are you similar? Are you watching no matter what?
I'm watching everything all day, Sunday, Monday.
There we go.
I like watching fights. I'll watch fights all over and over.
I like watching fights when they first air. I'm not a big watch it over kind of guy.
I'm always watching fights.
But I'm like that with everything. Like I'm like, all right, I saw that movie. We're good. I dig that 23.84, 349 New Zealand. My parlay is Ian plus Gore plus Dern. That's an insane parlay. You could just leave Ian as a 4-1 dog in the main event and bet him outright. And then if you want to parlay Gore and Dern, go for it. But every single fighter here, you have a plus money, an almost even money, and an only 2-1. You could make so risky for no reason. Just bet Ian straight up if you think he wins. Thank you for the super chat. Then we have Hari Turu, $10 super chat. Regarding your top 5 rapper list, this is from last week. Chris Webby should be on there. I always enjoy his earlier albums on YouTube. His latest, not my favorite, 88 Milligram is a good album. Any song from Wednesday's series is good. I don't know who Chris. I have no idea who Chris Webby is.
You should. He was a
That's a you thing.
Nah, he was a Northeast guy that got popular on YouTube. That was like when YouTube really started popping off. He was like a YouTube rapper type guy. He had a couple okay songs, but not my genre. He's like a Mac Miller type.
Oh, he's the dude from. I just Googled it. He's the dude from Connecticut too. He's not even just Northeast. He's legit Connecticut. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever heard a Chris Webby song in my life.
I bet you have. I can't remember what it is, but
I'll have to check that out. I think you've brought him up before because you brought up a Connecticut rapper, but it doesn't ring a bell. One more super chat, and then we will go ahead and hit the next fight. We have $2 from Yesterday Delivery, 1881. Donte is stank booty and want to spar in West Virginia. Big fan. I do not want to go to West Virginia. Not a big West Virginia kind of guy. I've actually never spent any time there whatsoever.
It's beautiful.
The only thing I know about West Virginia is The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia, the trashiest documentary in the history of television. Did you see that documentary? You've seen it. Everybody's seen that, right? They took her baby, just yelling through the Taco Bell. Hey, they took her baby. Pulling up to Taco Bell. Y'all got mozzarella cheese sticks. Thank you for the super chat. If you come
a different life. You ever been to Gatlinburg?
Louisiana?
Gatlinburg, Tennessee?
No.
Why you say no?
Because I guess Louisiana.
Gatlinburg's beautiful, man.
Never been. I haven't been to a lot of places.
That part of the country's been beautiful, man. Them Appalachians. You get them Appalachians, man. There's a little something different going on in them Appalachian. In Blair Witch in the Appalachians? I think that's where it's based in.
Blair Witch, like that could resonate with somebody from the Northeast for sure. I've been
Mountains.
I've been to like all the real
Blair,
the business cities, the major cities. I haven't been to a lot of regular towns. Jacob said, or Brian Brooks said, Gatlinburg is the bougie part of Tennessee. Typical Jacob.
Yeah, it's a fucking huge ass basically amusement thing. Of course.
Jeff says y'all sleeping on Louisiana. I've never been to Louisiana.
Oh my God, Blair Witch is not a true story.
No shit. I've never been to Louisiana.
I thought that was found footage.
But we got a lot of like Tiffany's family basically lives on the line, all that crap. Anyway,
on the line of
go
what?
ahead. Texas and Louisiana. Her one brother lives in Louisiana. He runs a car dealership, and then the other one owns a car lot.
That feels so racially charged.
How?
Well, you're getting defensive. It must be if you're getting this defensive about it.
I can't even connect those dots. And then the other brother lives on the line on the Texas side. So a lot of Louisiana connections, but never actually been. Next up, at UFC 330 with the featured.
I'm interested to see who you picking this one.
The featured prelim of the evening. We have Chidi and Njokuani taking on Joel Alvarez.
Let's give him a chance, guys. Let's give him a chance, guys.
Chidi and Njokuani, 25-12 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5 on an unfortunate 2-fight skid. Taking on Joel Alvarez, 23-4 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. Jacob, why don't you go first on this one?
You want me to
You're
go
always
first?
talking about, yeah, why don't you go first?
Yeah, I just think Joel probably wins. Chidi at this point in his career, I just don't think he's ready for the danger and the striking. And if it goes to the ground, obviously Joel's been a pretty dangerous guy on the ground as well. So I'm just going Joel. Go ahead.
Honestly, that analysis makes sense because Chidi and Njokuani, very good striker. He's got incredible speed. He's got good power. He's got good distance control. He's also long as shit for this weight class. Fires those legs. His feet are never in the same place for very long, but he's a little older. He's starting to slow down. He's very gun shy, which can be the problem. And that's why he lost to Carlos Leal. He was just too willing to keep his back against the cage. He got his legs chewed up a little bit, but he spent too much time moving backwards, chilled against the cage. When he threw, bang, cracked the leg. The hands are crazy fast, but not willing enough to engage. Taking on Joel Alvarez, super tall. At least he was at 155. At 170, also tall, but not quite the freak. He's 6'3". He uses his length somewhat well. The reach, he's got solid kicks. He's got clean boxing. He's good at everything. He's good at jiu-jitsu. He's good at striking, except his wrestling absolutely sucks. His wrestling is horrific. It's awful. Not a good wrestler. In fact, he only has one single takedown in the UFC, and it was a mercy takedown. It's when he mercifully took down Vicente Luque so he didn't have to finish him on the feet. Outside of that, he can't defend takedowns for shit either. So you can take him down, but he has submitted 4 of the 7 people who have taken him, including Yaroslav Amosov. Took him down, had no problem, got him out of there. People...
Oh, he didn't take him down.
How'd they end up on the ground?
Slammed into his...
Oh, I was like, how are you correcting me here? Okay, that makes sense. In fairness to Joel, though, he stood up like 5 times in that fight. He just kept getting brought back down. And historically, he would just kind of chill in his back. Like he knows I'm good at jiu-jitsu. I'll be fine. People, the most amount of random hate I've gotten for a pick, right? Every week, you're going to get random hate for picks. It's no big deal. But the most amount I've gotten on single fighters are Joel Alvarez. 2 separate times. I picked Arman Tsarukyan to beat him when Arman Tsarukyan was a 2-1 favorite. People hated me for that. That's insane. Joel's going to whoop his ass. That's nuts. Yaroslav Amosov. I had him in the safety parlay. Part of this win streak, the 13-event win streak. Yaroslav Amosov was in the safety parlay, and people went nuts. That's crazy. He's like, Joel's such a better shot. So the Joel lovers ride with him and just attack and go crazy. And luckily for you, he probably wins this one. The problem is, though, if he's not having success, he isn't going to change anything. He's not going to shoot takedowns. He's not going to defend takedowns. So the only success Joel will have here is if Chidi is gun shy and Joel can move forward, can let his hands go, can chop the legs and do all that. So Chidi and Njokuani, if he let his hands go more often, would absolutely be the pick. Wouldn't even be close. Wouldn't even be close. But he doesn't let his hands go. He's going to end up chilling, wait too long, be a little too hesitant. Joel should win, and he might even climb his back the same way Jake Matthews did. These percentages are wrong. The 96% is on the Joel side. The 4% is on the Chidi side. So somebody, whoever does the graphics, really screwed that up. They were probably thinking about the time that they had a walk-off run in their game last night. Joel Alvarez, $8,900 in DraftKings Fantasy. If you think he gets to finish, he's worth it. If you don't, if you think they just end up hugging each other against the cage because Joel's takedowns suck and he doesn't want to be on Chidi's range, then he might not be worth it. But why don't you go ahead and check out what the website has to say. We have a whole suite of tools specifically designed for DraftKings Fantasy. We have 5 human cappers. We have an AI. Everything you could ever want or need heading into a fight week for $10 freaking dollars. There is no upsell. There's no cross-sell. There is no nonsense. It's $10 for all of it instantly. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. I don't know where he went. I don't think he left to be funny. So I don't know what the hell happened there. Let me see if I could switch. No, I can't This is just, oh, now he's back. Here we go. What was that? You didn't leave out of anger that time.
No, sorry. I didn't.
Let's hit up some super chats. We have $8.99 New Zealand from I Dig That 2384. Ange's top 5 people are Diddy, Cosby, OJ, Jesse Smollett, and the dude from radio with Ed Harris. The dude from radio is Cuba Gooding Jr. Isn't that Cuba Gooding Jr.? Yes. No, somebody said when they were doing the list, they had Mike Perry as the first one, which was, then I was like, oh, that'd be a funny angle. Thank you very much for the super chat. What are you so laser focused on right now? What is happening on your computer screen? Something disgusting is happening over there.
Give me.
Oh, God. All right. D. Spearman, member for 18 months. Hello, Mrs. Doubtfire voice. You know what's crazy about that, D? Obviously, we grew up watching Miss Doubtfire. We love Mrs. Doubtfire growing up. My kids are 9 and 7, and we tried to do a movie night, I don't know, a month or two ago. And I was like, let's watch Mrs. Doubtfire. The first fucking 25 minutes of that movie is like, God damn, dude, they're smoking cigarettes, which that's fine. They know that it's bad for you, whatever. But then they're cursing.
What's so funny?
There's some curses in Mrs. Doubtfire. They're screaming, they're fighting, the divorce. Like, I was like, they're not ready for this yet. So, all-time movie. Then the other movie I tried to watch with the kids, based off a guy on the softball team was like, oh, my kids, we just watched. He's like, you know what holds up? Oh shit, one tubby. What is that? One chubby. What is it? Major Pain. And we started Major Pain immediately. The violence I'm not worried about. He's cursing. It's crazy. Talking about sex. I was like, all right, forget it. We can't do this. So when my kids are old enough, we will get to Mrs. Doubtfire. Thank you for the super chat. And then we got a couple more. We'll save those for the next fight. And if you guys want a couple extra dollars, I'll send you a couple extra dollars. If you have a dream for $50 more in your account, we'll give it to you. Just go to this URL. You go to this URL. It's an affiliate link on there. You sign up, you make a deposit. We get some one-time commission. You get a couple of bucks. You use the link. They say, hey, thank you so much for the customer. Here you go, Ange. Couple dollars for sending them our way. Then we take a couple dollars and we send them to you. So everybody makes some money. They get a customer. We all make some money. It all works out. So if you want $50, go to this URL, use the affiliate link, sign up, make a deposit. I do get people every week. Hey, I used your promo code. We don't have there are no promo codes. It's the link. It's very specifically the links. So if you just went to one of the affiliates and you typed in WWP, we don't get paid. Therefore, you don't get paid. So if you want it, go to the URL, sign up, make a deposit. Then you can start checking around the website. I keep sitting here bragging about we're up 80-something units in the last 7 events. Safety parlay hit 13 in a row. The streak that we're on right now is undeniable. But the reality is we have a whole bunch of tools on the website to help you as well. And not just help you find spots, help you avoid spots as well. We have a data analyzer that allows you to manipulate data. We have a tape index. The tape index lines up every fight on every card for every fighter. And if there's a little red play button, you click it, you can go ahead and watch that fight. We have a fight simulator. This will simulate every fight 100,000 times and give you the individual outputs along the way that you can use to go find some prop bets. We have an optimizer. This is a good old-fashioned optimizer. Build DraftKings, FanDuel, DraftKings Captain's Mode lineups. Yep, that's it. And then we have a line movement tracker. This will give you opening odds, current odds, win probability, and line movement for every fighter on every card with conditional logic built into. Highlight value. Green means the line is heading towards value. Red means it's heading away from value. Every single thing I mentioned, I keep saying it's $10. It's $10 for an entire month. One whole month, $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Here's the 4 fight cards you'll get. UFC Paris, UFC Sacramento, UFC Shanghai. No Apex in sight, even though, Jacob, I thought this last Apex card did great. Meaning it felt like a bigger venue. You agree?
I just want to break down fights.
All right, cool. Sounds good, man. Sounds real good. Whoops. Yes, here we go. Opening up the UFC 330 main card, we have Edson Barboza taking on Esteban Ribovics. Edson Barboza.
Let's give Angelo a chance on this one. Hopefully that would inspire
This
them. We
doesn't-
saw
this
Martin,
doesn't qualify. This
Dr.
doesn't qualify.
Martin Luther
This
King
doesn't
Jr. on the
qualify.
screen. We're trying to inspire Angelo to kind of change his ways, but let's just wait and see, guys. Let's just see.
This doesn't qualify.
You got
Edson Barboza.
a blonde, a blue-eyed Argentinian, and we know about the history from Argentina, Angelo. And then we have a person of color. So let's see.
Let's see if Angelo agrees with 93% of the people. Edson Barboza, 24-14 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is coming off of a 3-fight skid, taking on Esteban Ribovics, 15-3 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, coming off that loss to Mateusz Gamrot. Edson Barboza is 40 years old, 40 years old. So everything I'm about to say applies to a younger version of him. And if we're looking at a younger version of him, he's fast, he's clean, he's accurate, he's incredibly technical. He'll snatch up submissions. He can wrestle if he needs to. He can do all the things. He can do them all really, really well. But he's been in a lot of wars. He's getting older. The eye is getting droopier. So now we're in a situation where how old is Edson Barboza? Is he just done? Or is there some life left? And we're going to see Esteban Ribovics lose to another veteran. I don't know, but I do know Edson Barboza lost 3 in a row. He's taking on Esteban Ribovics. He's very good. A clean, technical striker. He's impressive. He's got sneaky power. The strikes are tight, they're short, they're accurate. He's got that high guard. He works forward with that guard. And he's not just a striker. He's got offensive takedowns as well. Solid BJJ. He'll shoot clean doubles, upper body trips. He is coming off the submission loss, however, to Mateusz Gamrot. I like Edson a lot. He's got an all-time highlight reel knockout over Terry Edom. Watch that live. It was insane. It is now the cornerstone of basically every single UFC highlight edit. He's durable. Was. He's fast. Was. Powerful. Was. And that's the problem. He is 40 years old, and all the things that made him great are in the past. So I don't see him winning here. I think technique-wise, if we're just taking the raw knowledge of how to fight and each individual technique, it's Edson Barboza for sure. But at 40, Esteban Ribovics just too fast, too clean. Esteban Ribovics should absolutely win this fight. 5-1 odds. I don't know, man. If I didn't just see Edson Barboza get knocked out by Jalin Turner, if I didn't see him lose 3 in a row, maybe. But I haven't seen Esteban Ribovics lose a striking match either. You can't point to it. He hasn't lost a single striking match. The only fight that resembled a striking match was the Nasrat Hakparas fight. And the reality is, I think he won that fight. I think he got robbed in that fight. So Esteban's going to be the pick. I don't love these odds, and let's hope Edson doesn't become a Nurmagomedov. What do you think, Jacob?
I mean, that Zellhuber fight was close, and he almost got knocked out in that Zellhuber fight. I think to start
But
that.
did he lose it? Because I
round.
said you haven't seen him lose.
Some would argue that he did. Listen, I'm going to go Esteban in this one. I like Esteban. I told you guys I picked. Everyone's hating me for the Gamrot pick. I said that I picked Esteban versus Gamrot. That did not go that way at all. But I mean, yeah, he should just be a little bit quicker in the striking and stuff. But a lot of people are going to load up. They're going to see that Jalin Turner KO, and they're going to try to chase Esteban inside the distance and probably get burned on that one. I could see this just being a decision where Edson doesn't look great, but even that Jalin Turner fight, he was taking a lot of shots. He wasn't just dropped. I think it was even a standing TKO, real close to it. He's still a tough son of a bitch, and he's still fucking jacked as shit. If Edson Barboza just spent his whole life trying to be Mr. Olympia, he could have been one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. His genetics are absolutely fucking insane for bodybuilding. Still jacked to the gills. Still looks like he's in it mentally. He did say this week, I don't know, this might be the last one. We'll see. So he's starting to definitely have those conversations with himself. I think if he does get smoked, he probably does hang it up, but that's something that does play a part. He is starting to have those conversations of maybe this is the last one. I don't think it is, but we'll see. So tail end of his career, this should be a Reeboks play, but I wouldn't be surprised if Edson comes in and has some success in this fight. It's a better fight for him than Jalin Turner. Esteban Ribovics is kind of just a younger Edson Barboza. He's got good hands, but he's not known for his hands. He's known for his kicks. Edson was known for this. Is basically he's facing kind of a mirror in himself. So I think he could have a little bit more success than people realize. But I think Espen's got to be the play.
Yeah, I disagree. Younger version of himself. Edson Barboza is 10 times the fighter that Esteban Ribovics was. At 30, 10
You
years
said
ago,
Esteban Ribovics is 10 times the fighter Esteban Ribovics was.
I said Edson Barboza was 10 times the fighter Esteban Ribovics was at 30.
What did he accomplish?
He beat the fuck out of everybody and only lost to some of the best people in the world. Let's pull it up. Let's go to the tape.
Was one win away from being like a title contender.
Ribovics right there. Let's go ahead and check out some of the Edson Barboza wins that aren't very good. Oh, this is harder than I thought. Oh, Bobby Green, Evan Dunham, Paul Felder, Anthony Pettis, former world champion, Gilbert Melendez, former world champion, Beneil Dariush, Dan Hooker, Shane Burgos. That's the one. Isn't he the one who made Shane Burgos go stupid or no?
Yep.
Shane Burgos, he made him go stupid. Billy Q. And we know how durable that guy is now. He beat Sadiq.
I don't even know what we're
Just
asking.
recently. He beat Sadiq. No, he's very good. And but I agree with you. It's kind of past his prime. I was just making the point. I don't think he's fighting a younger version of himself because I think Edson was far better than Esteban was at this point in their careers. But this should be, I agree with every other point you make.
Talking about abilities, I didn't say anything about their careers. So there's abilities. They're both kickers.
I agree with every other point you make, though. This is definitely far more. 93% to 7% is kind of outrageous because Edson Barboza, I think, is the literal better fighter, and it's just an age problem at this point. But if you do want to check out what we do have going on for this fight, if anything at all, check it all out now. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. At the top, it is only $10 for an entire month's worth of access. Couple Super Chatterinos, $9.99 from Cousin Kev. Y'all, my wife is pregnant with our future firstborn. Jacob, if you were doing underdog lock of the week this week, who would you go with? Y'all are the only bets I win. LOL. Who would be your lock of the week?
You probably just have to pay attention to what underdogs I picked and who I bet, I guess. I don't know. Tough saying. I'm glad I stopped that shit, though, because the favorites have been going crazy.
I don't...
How many dogs are winning these days?
Not a ton. I got a couple in a row, a few events in a row. Then I felt myself a little bit, and then didn't quite work last week.
Probably, and I'm just doing it just because I love his body. I mean, probably McConico.
There you go, McConico. Thank you, Kev, for
I'm
the
not afraid to pick a black man.
99. I think I did in that fight too.
You picked McConico? Let me check this real quick.
No, a black man. 499 super chat from Baby Snake Walker. Is it true that Jacob won't live stream because of death threats from bookmakers? A salamander hiding from Frank Lefty Rosenthal.
Uh-oh, you're being...
Rosenthal's not the last name of somebody that's going to shake you down from a bookmaker. Hey, Frankie Rosenblum.
What does that mean?
Is here to speak to you. It means as somebody from the Northeast.
Here we go. Settle
that
in,
is
guys.
that is of the culture that oftenly gets mischaracterized as shakedown mobsters. Nobody's last name is Rosenthal. And then he called you the live stream goat. Thank you, Baby Snake Wrangler.
Angelo doesn't let me stream anymore.
Steph Kerr, ever since Jacob stopped streaming, we've been crushing it. Steph Kerr, 1969, 499 super chat. Jacob, did you watch Dexter? And who does Angelo remind you of?
Ooh, how about a little clumsy, fluffy sex pervert fucking Angel?
Angel? Everybody's favorite? I'll take Angel.
Angel's
Everybody's favorite.
A little dopey sex pervert. That's Angelo right there. Angel and Angelo.
Angel's the only person who figured out Dexter was,
he sexually molested Lila.
Except for Dokes, who they murdered. But Angel figured out. I'll take Angel all day. There's far more offensive people too.
I'm a big Quinn guy.
I do like Quinn quite a bit.
What the fuck you talking about?
I like Quinn quite a bit.
He's coming back in the new one.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he's back. He's gonna play a big role.
The new one is a 2-year jump forward. It'd be awesome if they just were like, all right, I know this is not what's happening, but
man.
You're back in Miami. Just get back to the old thing. It has been. They did a really
fantastic, terrible ending, but it was
they have done a good job with
really good fucking season.
If you think about it, they have rebooted that show twice. And
yeah, the only one that was bad was the one with all the new characters and stuff.
What
it was like the prequel or whatever when they're all young and stuff.
That got canceled immediately.
Yeah,
and
it's
the
fucking
ratings.
horrible.
What's funny is the ratings were good, but they canceled it because the ratings of the regular reboot were so good. They're like, just focus all your attention on that. This is way better.
Yeah, it's good.
So,
Dexter's my favorite show of all time for sure. I introduced Angelo gave me the gift of The Office. I never watched The Office. He's like, dude, just watch The Office. Obviously, great show. And I gave Angelo the gift of Dexter. I said, go watch Dexter.
I love it. Dexter's an unbelievable show.
Good.
It's so good. Let's go ahead and hit the next fight. Then we got some more super chats after that. Next up at UFC 330.
Oh, here we go.
Mansour Abdul Malik. I'll go first.
You got a double whammy here, too.
I'll go first, baby.
You got a double whammy because Mansour's what?
An American.
Black. And what?
I don't know what. Good. Going to win.
He's Muslim.
Oh, there it is. Double whammy. Actually, I picked tons of Muslims because of the wrestling.
Whoa. Jesus.
How was that? Jeez. Mansour Abdul Malik, 9-1 in his career, 3-1-1 in his last 5, taking on Dustin Stoltzfus, 16-8 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, riding back-to-back losses. Mansour Abdul Malik, nasty wrestler, Division I wrestler, and he's got some grappling. The difference between wrestling and grappling is one is obviously wrestling, the takedowns, the scrambles. The other is the jiu-jitsu. He's good at both. He comes forward, though. He'll bomb away, heavy hands, then he'll wrestle. Takedowns are big. They're clean. The striking is powerful. He does a nice job lifting if he needs to. He'll hit the hips, pick you right up. Great control on the ground. He also has good elbows on top. He is coming off that TKO loss, however, to Yorzi Belaguri, where he didn't really have any success on the feet, but he had a couple of takedowns to keep it close-ish until the inevitable finish. Taking on Dustin Stoltzfus, busy striker, decent power, BJJ black belt. He's got black belts and a couple other random martial arts that Jacob had to DM him about like 5 years ago, being like, what is this belt that you have? What was that? What was his answer?
I think he won Temple of Doom in the 90s.
Isn't that the Indiana Jones movie where they pulls the heart out of the guy?
That
scared the... No, well, that scared the...
No, you remember that show, though? Well, it wasn't called Temple of Doom. What was it called, Temple of Doom?
Temple of Doom is the Indiana Jones movie.
I know. I'm fucking... Nobody loves Indiana Jones more than me, but what was that show called? The
Nickelodeon show?
Yeah, where you get the idol at the end.
I don't know. I was too old for it at that point when it came out.
We're like the same age.
Yeah, you were probably too old to be watching that shit.
I disagree.
All right, look it up.
Legends of the
year...
Temple. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Look up what year that was on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and then how old you were when it was on. Legends of the Hidden Temple. Dustin Stoltzfus.
Came out in 93. Come on now. Oh my God, it came out. Oh God, September 11th, 93.
Little did they know. Oh, there was Doom. Anyway, Dustin Stoltzfus, aggressive, decent jiu-jitsu, decent wrestling, decent hands. He has no problem getting after it. Probably shouldn't. The chin's a little bit questionable. The record is spotty. He does get finished, but he also, like, the losses are to decent people, and he beats the people he's supposed to lose to. He did just lose to Kelvin Gastelum at Noche UFC. Mansour Abdul Malik is somebody the UFC clearly believes in because he lost the fight, and then they're like, here you go. Right back to a fight that we think you can win. And I think he can win this fight as well. His wrestling is too good. His hands are too powerful. I did see him get a little rocked and wobbled versus Nick Klein in that UFC debut, but what was very impressive is he was rocked, he was wobbled, and then he just kind of pushed through, shook it off, came out there, beat the piss out of him. I think more of the same here. And also, I think the fact that he just got TKO'd, now he did wrestle in that fight, but I think the fact that he got TKO'd will only help here. Because now in like his mind, he's even more desperate for, I have to win no matter what. So he's going to move forward, shoot a gazillion takedowns. I think kind of maul Dustin here because of the giant gap in the grappling. What do you think, Jacob?
I just don't think there's a giant gap in the grappling. I think it's going to be the striking of Mansour that's going to have the advantage here. Dustin is a good wrestler, a good grappler, a very sneaky dude. Like Angelo mentioned, he's a black belt and like it's like a combat Brazilian jiu-jitsu. It's basically like the Brazilian sambo, I think is what it is. And you can tell that's the way he fights. Like, I know Dustin Stoltzfus well. He's a former lock of the week. He was a lock of the week versus Kelvin Gastelum. I thought he was going to, I've had ups and downs with fucking Kelvin Gastelum. We were at that fight. Obviously got dropped, got hurt pretty bad, but he also had his moments in that fight as well. And if this turns into like a Dustin Stoltzfus fight, you know, Mansour could run into some troubles. Like if he comes in a little bit too patient, a little bit too, you know, this or that. Like he came in against Cody Brundage and was very fucking patient, and that fight ended up in draw. Cody was probably going to end up winning that fight. Was probably going to knock him out in that third round. If he's patient with Dustin Stoltzfus, he can score in the striking. He can do some stuff in the wrestling. This could turn into a very interesting fight. But Dustin Stoltzfus is pretty stationary in the striking. He's kind of like that old school backup Muay Thai, almost like is lifting his knee with that Muay Thai. You know, those Muay Thai people, you know, they're not in there moving their head and stuff. They're taking one to give one. And against Mansour, I think it's going to benefit him the best. Just kind of back up Dustin, pick his shots, and land those shots that he's known to be landing. Like he used to be like the big knockout guy, and then he's kind of almost dialed himself back. This does feel like a matchup where, you know, they gave him UFC just to see, and then they were like, sorry about that. You know, whoopsie.
Yeah. Turns out that. Yeah.
And I listened to an interview today with him basically talking about like, it was a shit performance. Like no excuses. Like he wasn't backing down from it. He wasn't making excuses or anything like that. He's like, yeah, I gotta be fucking better, and I'm going to be fucking better. So we'll see. Dustin's a hittable guy. I will say when I first saw this fight and I saw the odds, I immediately just put $100 on Dustin because I know that he's that dude. And if it turns into a weird fight, it could turn into a weird fight. But then I started looking at it more and who Mansour should be. And Dustin's just so hittable and he's just so stationary in the striking. And if Mansour does wrestle, he should technically be a better wrestler. But I think that's a little bit trickier than people realize. But, you know, I'm going Mansour here. I like Dustin, but this feels like it could be like this could turn like the Billy Ray Golf, like where Dustin's like almost just too tough for his own good. Like I went in that fight, I knew Billy Ray Golf. I said like he's a tough son of a bitch. Like we're gonna find out how actually tough Billy Ray Golf is. By the way, that corner was fucking insane. Have you ever heard anything like that in your life?
I wasn't
just run away. He said, just run away, and then he literally said, "I don't know what's going on. Just run away." Or he said, "I don't know what's happening. Just run away, you fucking idiots." We could have a situation here where Dustin's getting a little bit beat up. But, you know, I'm going Mansour, unfortunately.
It actually is ridiculous because that's not advice. You're just telling your fighter not to fight. Like
I know you're really getting the fuck beat out of you. Let's see if we can just survive for another 5 minutes. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what? And Billy Ray wasn't like, okay, he was just sitting there like this. just oral bone just shattered into 1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
He literally said, "I don't know what's going on. Just try and stay away from him."
Yeah, no, it definitely was. I mean, people are like, they need to be investigated. They bet the over. It's like, no, they're just inexperienced.
Just idiots. It's just a small gym. The guy was completely overwhelmed. He didn't know what advice to give him. So instead of just calling the fight, he was just like, I don't know what's going on, so just run away.
That literally is the problem. Like a small gym in Connecticut, and Connecticut's produced some good fighters, UFC level fighters, UFC fighters, literal UFC fighters. The Northeast in general has a very healthy regional MMA scene, tons of promotions. They all make money, gyms everywhere, people training. But what's supposed to happen is you come up, you get pretty good, and then you leave and go to a real gym if you make the big show. And Billy Ray Golf, I understand that's not the reality for most people because you have bills to pay, and like you can't just. I don't know if he has kids or what. I have no freaking clue.
He's such a talented guy too. He's obviously tough
if he's
as
single, he's insanely tough. If he's single, he should get the fuck out of there and go to a real gym. If he's not, I get it.
Cats.
If he only has cats, take him with you. Go to a real gym and get better. And there's ties in Connecticut to, I mean, go to Glover's gym then. Like, go to his gym. Like, you don't have to go that far. Nick Newell has an incredible gym. Go to his.
He'll give you a hand.
Random rant about Connecticut there. Because, I want to see Connecticut.
Ooh, you didn't hear that one.
Oh, I did hear it. But I'm the dickhead, right?
Hey.
I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole.
I will say this. Loyalty in MMA has killed so many fucking careers. There's so many talented people that have just they're so loyal to their gyms to a fucking, and hats off to them. Like, that is a fucking great thing to be. But at some point, you outgrow your gym and you just got to fucking move on. But there's people that are just so loyal that they can never take that next step because the gym won't offer it. You just can get the looks.
And it's I wouldn't even call it loyalty. I blame the coach. Like, let's put it this way. I managed professional fighters for a very long time. I managed Nick Newell. And Nick Newell, if you guys don't know, he was the fighter with one arm. He was featured on ESPN. He fought Justin Gaethje. He was undefeated until he lost to Justin Gaethje. And I encourage you to go watch that fight.
Justin Gaethje had an illegal knee in that fight that changed that entire fight.
Nick was touching Justin up.
I know.
Was touching him up.
It was literally illegal. One of the most illegal knees I've ever seen that fucking rocked the shit out of Nick, and the fight wasn't the same after that.
So I managed him for a very long time. And the problem was, because he had one arm, a lot of promoters were afraid to put him on TV. And literally, like, I'm not going to say the matchmakers' names, but I would talk to the UFC matchmaker, and they were like, dude, if I put this dude on TV and he gets fucking smoked, then what am I going to do? Like, I can't do that. So then he went to Bellator and he bounced around XFC and went to a couple different promotions. But Ali Abdelaziz, like the Ali everybody knows, he was at the time running World Series of Fighting where Nick fought Justin Gaethje. And that was kind of a problem in its own right. But anyway, I dealt with Ali quite a bit because of Nick and World Series of Fighting. And Ali was like, dude, let me see if I can get Nick into the UFC. And I was like, of course I'll let you do that. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, but I'm not going to do that shit. Of course. And he got Nick on the Contender Series and they gave him like a Division I All-American wrestler and he got held down. But the point to all of that was, if you care about your fighters, whether you're the coach, the manager, whatever, if you care about the person and their career, you'll let them go do what is best for them. So if a fighter's not leaving a gym because the coach is like making it weird and ugly and they have a good relationship and the coach is like, you're going to do that to me, then that coach is a piece of shit who doesn't care about you. Let people cross-train, let people get better, and go from there. Either way, Jacob and I both picked Mansour here. We both think it's a pretty one-sided fight. And if you're watching this, you're like, God, these guys don't shut up. Just go to the damn website. You don't have to listen to a thing. All of it on the website. WeWantPicks.com. Every pick, every bet, every tool. Couple Super Chatterinos, $4.99 from Cuz Kev again. I was in the sauna and I guess my phone froze and I waited. For what?
Somebody need to address that sauna. I'd like to see that. I'd like to
Dude,
see what's
is
going
that
on
just yeah, what is going on?
Yeah, it's poking out, man. Sometimes it happens.
Is it he's just, hey boys, profile picture. Good for you.
I mean,
cuz.
if that's not a profile picture, that's why you take a picture like that. Go back to it real quick.
It's gone. I can't find it again. Once I unpin it, it's just gone. Steph Kerr, 1969, $1.99. Did Salkild's walkout make you realize it was over? What was his walkout? It's not. What does it say? You're going to have to read it. It's not focusing. Queelan in the Shiesty. Fear has struck in me. So it's blurry. It wasn't. Was he wearing a shiesty?
No, I wasn't quite done. What the hell? What do you know about shiesties, Angelo?
I'm from the Northeast, dude. We use the word
what do you know about
shiesty,
Angelo? Okay. You want to talk about cultural appropriation? Now you're going over the top, Angelo.
I don't wear them. And honestly, shiesties in the Northeast,
he had the bandana. It wasn't a shiesty, but he had on the bandana over his mouth.
A shiesty is a ski equipment anyway. And from the Northeast, Donovan Kelly, 27, $4.99 super chat. Genuinely disappointed in Jacob for comparing the late great Mac Miller to Chris Webby.
No,
thanks for everything you
fucking,
do.
Oh, come on! I said it was that type of music. It wasn't fucking. Oh my God!
Sounds like Jacob's the racist, just not the race you thought he would hate on.
I've said I hate white people.
Omar, 8715, $2 super chat. Malik, Ribovics, Dern, Ochoa, Alvarez, Fernando, Myktybek. Holy shit, hold on. Malik, yes. Ribovics, probably. Dern, probably. Ochoa, we'll get there, probably. Alvarez, who's Alvarez? Joel, probably. Fernando, that's the riskiest one in this. What are you showing?
TikTok I recorded last night of Singing Cinderella.
Nice. And Motobek, probably. Thank you for the super chat. We'll get to the next fight. We got a couple more after this. Next up, at UFC 330, we have the new featured fight of the evening. And I say new because this was much lower on the card. Then they added the Chidi and Njokuani fight, and they moved some things around, and they're giving Charles Johnson his spot to shine. Unfortunately, I think they're putting it here because they want Jose Ochoa to shine, but this isn't going to be an easy fight. We got Charles Johnson.
Let's give Angelo a chance on this one.
14-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that banana split. He's taking on Jose Ochoa, 13-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. Also alternating some wins and losses. And this is going to be a really fun fight because Charles Johnson's a busy guy, technical striker, decent takedown defense. He's got good hand speed. He's got a nice output of almost 5 significant strikes per minute. And he can keep that pace of the 5 significant strikes per minute for a full 15 minutes. He could do it for 25. We just haven't been there yet. He is 8-6 in the UFC, but every single one of those losses are quality losses. And the 8 wins are against young prospects. He beat the current world champion. He's one of the more active fighters on the roster, and we did just see him get banana split in the Asu Amabayev loss. He's taking on Jose Ochoa. Pretty well-rounded kid. He's happy to slug it out or work in some grappling. Takedown defense is just okay, but does a really good job defending the actual takedown instead of working in some random pitter-patter strikes or looking for some submissions. It's a very interesting skill set he has because while he does have all the individual things, he just wants to swing. He wants to strike. He's only going to mix up the grappling if he's not getting what he's supposed to on the feet. He is hittable, but he is durable enough to hang. He is coming off that high-pressure win over Clayton Carpenter where he landed 156 significant strikes. I wanted to pick Charles when I saw this. I like Charles quite a bit. I don't know why you wouldn't like Charles. He's a very likable guy.
Let's give him a chance, guys.
I'll get there. He's a very likable guy. He has his own personality. He fights like crazy. He gets after it in his fights. The one and only issue with Charles Johnson and how he fights is how long it takes him to get going. That first round is basically out the window in every fight he's been in. Almost every single one. And Jose Ochoa doesn't take long to get going. He just gets after it. So now we have a very interesting situation where we need Charles Johnson to get his hands going immediately, which he doesn't typically do, to win this fight. Because if he waits, Jose Ochoa is going to be far faster. And Jose Ochoa is going to have far more volume. And he's going to get going. But Charles Johnson has the veteran savvy. He's the more well-rounded guy. Charles Johnson can absolutely work in some offensive takedowns. We've seen some dog in him in previous fights where he had offensive takedowns. I think this line is outright disrespectful. Never going to touch it. I am going to slightly lean Jose Ochoa here because it takes Charles Johnson just this much longer to get going. But Charles Johnson is one of the most live dogs on this card. It seems like the community appreciates it. I would not bet on a minus 370 Jose Ochoa. There's just no way I'm doing that. Jacob, what do you think?
Who did you pick?
Jose Ochoa.
Listen. Okay. Charles Johnson. This is it, man. This is fucking it, dude. Okay? This is what you have been fucking asking for. This is what you have been fucking waiting for. You've had fights, early prelims, at the apex. You want the big fight. You want the big moment to get on that mic afterwards. Guess what? All the past bullshit, all the ups, all the downs, the knockout losses, the knockout wins, none of it fucking matters right now. What matters right now is that you finally got this moment, a featured fight on a numbered card in a great city of Philadelphia. This isn't about outside noise anymore. This isn't about Josh Van. This isn't about Loner Kavanaugh. This isn't about the people on Twitter or X. This isn't about the coaches. This isn't about your gym. This isn't about anything. You understand?
No, what are you saying?
Excuse me. Don't interrupt my fucking speeches.
You asked me, do you understand?
This is not about proving people wrong anymore. You have spent your entire career trying to prove people wrong. That you're the better fighter, that you're the better athlete. You go at them on Twitter, you go at them on Instagram, you make the post, I want to prove people wrong. You go at the people. No longer, Charles, are we trying to prove people wrong. What we're doing here on Saturday night, Charles, is you're going to fucking prove yourself right for the first time in your fucking career. Because you talk all the talk, and then you get in there sometimes and you know it. The hesitation. Angelo mentioned it. The hesitation. But I've seen that switch be flipped. I watched that Josh Van fight. I saw you come in that third round. And trust your fucking self. And prove yourself right. And in those moments, you have done that. And you have capitalized. But then there's the other times where you let the mind wander. You start doubting yourself. Enough of the self-doubt. Enough of the hesitation. I don't care what the fuck Angelo said. I don't care what the fuck. You're the faster. I know how fast you are with your hands. You're the faster fighter in this fight. You're going to make your fucking reads in this fight. He's going to come forward and try to fucking bully you. You're going to make your reads because you make your reads. You always have the reads that you can make. You just don't fucking trust yourself enough in those moments. You're going to make the read. You're going to see the opportunity. You're going to know when that right hand or the left hand is going to land. And when you know it's going to land, I want you to fucking throw that shit. And I want you to fucking throw it through him. Throw that fucking shot when you make that read through this motherfucker. Follow it up with a right and another left. We're going to put this kid down in Philadelphia. Again, we're not proving people wrong, Charles. We're fucking proving yourself right in the biggest moment of your career because it has all crescendo to this. The featured fight on a number card to knock out another prospect, to get on that mic and said, I did it for myself. I trusted myself. I made the read. I committed, and I'm going to go on a fucking run and go for that belt like I've been saying this whole fucking time. Charles Johnson is going to get it done. It's going to be in spectacular fucking fashion, and I'm going to be the first one to congratulate him when it fucking happens. This guy is more talented than people realize. Do it for yourself. Thank you.
Listen, I get getting to a Charles Johnson pick here for sure. I think the odds are insanely disrespectful. He's certainly a very good dog. He has all the skills, and he has beaten far more than one young prospect. He's beaten many young prospects as a massive underdog. So all the respect in the world, and most of the fights he's losing are because he's being out-wrestled. Jose Ochoa is likely not going to out-wrestle him here. He did lose to Ramazan Temirov because Ramazan just moved forward. He just moved forward. Just moved forward. And that's exactly what I think Jose might do here. But Jacob and I are split here. I'm totally fine with being split. I think Charles is a great dog. I love watching Charles fight. So I'm happy to be wrong here if I am. If you do want to check out a tiebreaker, we have a whole bunch. We have other cappers on the site. If you go to WeWantPicks.com, it's Jacob, it's me, it's Artem, it's Betsam, Kunith, and the artificial intelligence. All of them giving you their picks, their bets, and most of them, all of them giving you picks, most of them giving you their bets. WeWantPicks.com, click become a member. Everything in one single click for an entire month's worth of access.
Charles Johnson he's a friend.
The disclaimer after the speech. It's usually before. A couple Super Chatterinos, $5 from Dylan Moore, 94.93. Do y'all have any ideas how to bring a live fight to Arkansas? Arkansas is the only state in the South that does not have an event. Arkansas reps won't return emails. So what are you asking? Like even regional MMA? Like, is it not legal? Is MMA not legal in Arkansas? Because that seems like a state that would have a shit ton of random regional MMA. I'm surprised. But yeah, if it's not legal on a regional level, then yeah, emailing your representatives, or why don't you reach out to a regional promotion like Peak Fighting and say, I'd love to help you get into Arkansas, and maybe they'll have some ideas and have some power as well. Thank you for the super chat. $1.99 from Patrick. I mentioned you. Last 10-second finish, we got paid. What fight ended in the last 10 seconds?
The female fight, like the first fight, almost did, and then I can't remember. It was almost a few of them.
I mentioned
Angelo
him in.
texted me immediately
Yeah.
when the female fight almost did. So Angelo's texting me about other men.
I texted him immediately. I was like, "Hey, what's that dude's name?" Because I couldn't remember your name, and he was like, "It's Patrick, of course." And I was like, "That's right." And in my recap video, I referenced you. I did say the odds are plus 500. They're plus 5,000, right?
It's like plus 6,000, I think.
Oh, well, whatever. I got the odds wrong.
That was the DR
But
fight, yeah.
Either way, I gave you a shout out. That's incredible. It's incredible it happens that often. Because if you asked me how often does a fight end in the last 10 seconds of a round, I'd say 1% of the time.
Should have been
That's
the
such a tiny little
Billy
piece.
Golf fight too. Technically.
Why? Oh, and in between rounds it counts,
Yeah.
right? That way? Yeah. 499 from Obutta. Been hitting lately. I appreciate Ange slurring his well-written notes and Jacob going off the red-haired dome like a G. It's
I don't have red
easy
hair.
to go second. It's easy to go second. Going first is very different. Let alone going first for the entire card. And Jacob just says this fighter, that fighter. I talk about their records, their
Done it
last
plenty of times
five,
just off the fucking-
who they
off
just
the dome.
beat. Getting shamed for being well prepared is outrageous to me. Sorry for the preparation.
Oh, you're just you're a
Thank
bot.
you for the super chat. And 99 cents from Christo Tigum. No idea what this is for. We don't have a comment to associate with it, but we appreciate this very much, Christo. Thank you so much for the support. Couple more super chats. We'll get to those after the next fight. Next up, at UFC 330, we have the co-main event of the evening. We have Mackenzie Dern defending her belt against Jalin Robertson. Mackenzie Dern, 16-5 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She is coming off that title win. Taking on Jalin Robertson, 17-8 in her career, 5-0 in her last 5, riding that 5-fight win streak. Mackenzie Dern doesn't need a ton of explanation. She's a phenomenal all-time female grappler who developed some hands, never developed the wrestling. And when I say develop hands, I mean the technique is kind of there, but she's just insanely tough. She'll move forward. She'll swing like crazy, and she will get in your face, and whatever you throw back her way, she'll kind of just take a beating and just continue to fight. The wrestling, however, sucks. It sucks. It's terrible. It's atrocious. 18% takedown accuracy. She did just beat Virna Jandiroba to become the champion. Frankly, I don't think she won that fight, but it is what it is. Here we are. She's taking on Jalin Robertson, also a grappler. Jalin averages about 3 takedowns per fight. She has 9 submission wins. She is the queen of finishes. The division's queen, has the most amount of finishes in division history. Her takedowns also aren't great, but they're certainly better than Mackenzie's. And accuracy-wise, she's at 40%, but you can't just go off of that because she's fighting a much lesser level of opponent. Jalin Robertson also doesn't have fantastic hands, so if she doesn't get a fight to the ground, she's kind of stuck. And what I am surprised about here is how many people picking Jalin Robertson. And the amount of people picking Jalin Robertson are pretty verbal about it. The people picking Jalin Robertson, of course she can win this fight. What do you mean? She has a very clear path. She could definitely hang with Mackenzie on the ground. She could definitely win this fight. And I disagree with all those statements. First of all, I don't think Jillian's the better striker. I think Mackenzie Dern's the better striker. Second of all, wrestling-wise, her takedowns are not very good, and I think Mackenzie certainly has good enough takedown defense to defend, or at least threaten some craziness to make it a problem. And then third, once they're actually on the ground, yeah, Jillian's a good enough grappler to chill on top and maybe not get subbed. But what happened, and Jacob, this isn't to trigger you, what happened when Mackenzie Dern grappled with Amanda Ribas, who is also a black belt in jiu-jitsu? It was easy. She is a different level of jiu-jitsu practitioner. Very different level. And if Jalin Robertson's best thing is jiu-jitsu and Mackenzie Dern is 10 times the jiu-jitsu practitioner, what are we doing? So Mackenzie Dern's the pick. I'm surprised these odds are what they are. My literal one and only concern is that Mackenzie Dern seems to be very focused on taking pictures on beaches and yachts, and I don't know if she's actually training or where she's training, and it feels like she won the belt, and that was like, oh, check that box, now I can chill. That is what worries me a little bit, but if I'm assuming she's as well prepared for this as she has for other fights, then yeah, she's the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Oh, she's training. She is training. We were talking about the fighters and like coaches and how important gyms are and how important coaches are and stuff like that. One of the biggest examples of that is Mackenzie Dern, because she came into UFC with basically zero striking, was just a jiu-jitsu nerd, linked up with Jason Perillo. Started really improving her striking, looked pretty good. And then they had like a whatever. She was kind of doing her own thing and looked fucking horrible in a couple fights in the striking. Like, you're going to see clips on Twitter like, look at this strike. That was no Jason Perillo. Looked fucking absolutely horrible in the striking. Linked back up with Jason Perillo, dialed it in, became the fucking champion of the world. So that's how important coaching can be. I think Jason's a really good coach, especially a good striking coach. Really got her dialed into the boxing. I agree. Mackenzie is going to be the better striker in this matchup. Jillian just doesn't really, just very simple ones and twos, nothing really dynamic or anything like that. Jillian, yeah, we got to mention as well, does have a good coach as well, Dean Thomas, mind of the game and stuff. You know that they're going to have a game plan in here, but the game plan is very simple, and I think it's a one that people are overlooking a little bit because, like, Mackenzie, even in her last fight, like, she will spend time on her back. And they mentioned, I think in the first embed of the countdown, like, we don't want to get taken down. We don't want to be on our back. And I think even that is a little bit of a red flag there because typically if Mackenzie's off her back, she's not really worried about it. Like, Amanda Hebos took her down, like you mentioned. Mackenzie didn't really give a fuck. Like, she was going to do what she needed to do, was able to find that armbar and stuff like that. But the Dern camp saying that they don't want to be on their back and they want to defend the takedowns kind of tells you more than what they're actually saying. I think they're a little bit worried about Jillian being on top of Mackenzie Dern because Jillian is a really good grappler. Like, and she has no issues being a control type grappler. Like, put you in fucking half guard. So all those submissions are fucking nonsense at that point and just kind of keep you there. And if she wants to get the takedowns, we've seen Mackenzie in the past is pretty easy to fucking take down. So while I know a lot of people are seeing this fight and being like, oh, Mackenzie's a better grappler. Yeah, I mean, Mackenzie's the better striker. I'm picking Mackenzie. That's the way it should play out. I'm picking Mackenzie because that's the way it should play out. But I also went into that Verna fight and was like, she's going to fucking smoke Verna. And I was watching that Verna fight being like, holy fuck, like, this girl can't, she's getting taken down left and right. Like, she's fucking, this could very easily turn into like a oh fuck moment for a lot of parlays because there's a lot of people with the Mackenzie Islam. Like, I mean, and I want to play it too, and I'm picking Mackenzie, but this just feels like, you know, not knowing, I wanted to pick Jillian, but not knowing like the 5-round experience, not knowing, you know, I think there's going to be a couple rounds where Jillian's just going to be laying on top of Mackenzie. And then it's like, okay, well, if she gets taken down again, guess what? She just lost 3 rounds. And it's like, I don't think she's just throwing up an armbar on Jillian Robertson. So I think this looks like the Verna fight where she's getting taken down and it's going to be like, oh, fuck, like, this is a close ass fight. I'm going Mackenzie, but, you know, Jillian is a very capable control wrestler. So
listen, I'm very confident in Mackenzie Dern here, but I don't hate your game plan because I have said that many times before about other fighters. You know how you beat a wrestler? You wrestle a wrestler. Wrestle them. Defensive wrestling is much different than offense. It's much harder to defend a takedown than it is to kind of finish a shitty one.
We just had a unbelievable wrestler, Gamrot, look fucking absolutely stupid against Quillen.
Well, he was rocked, but yeah.
He wasn't rocked. He was fine. He got back up. He was fine.
What do you mean he was fine? He was clearly rocked.
Yeah, he got rocked, and then he got back up, and then he was fine, and then they started fighting again, and they started grappling again, and Quillen shot the takedown. It wasn't a bang-bang. He got rocked in the first minute, and he got submitted in the last 30 seconds.
Well, I am a believer of wrestle a wrestler. If you have to have some abilities, right? And I do think Jillian is good enough to not just get subbed while on top. With that being said, we know what an insane dog Mackenzie can be. She's been in some wild fights. The Verna fight to me actually was impressive on the Mackenzie side because Verna's 10 times the wrestler Jillian Robertson is. And Mackenzie got her own takedown. She was taken down, got back up, scrambled, like worked on a bunch of stuff. So I trust Mackenzie, even though she's blown a bunch of fights in the past, but I trust Mackenzie here. I think she's more battle tested. I think she has more ways to win.
That's what somebody just said, Jacob. You can't teach heart, and Jillian has undeniable determination.
Have you never seen a Mackenzie Dern fight?
Yeah, somebody on Twitter said that too. Like, I'm trusting Jillian because she's got that killer instinct. It's like, there is nobody in the UFC tougher than Mackenzie Dern, man or woman. I will say that. Because even when she didn't know how to strike, she was fucking trying to strike. Like, she was getting the fuck beat out of her. She didn't give a shit.
The reason she got finished by little ass, what's her name? Who was it?
Andrade.
The reason she got finished by Andrade is because she refused to not swing. She was just swinging, just in that pocket, swinging, stayed in her face, just taking what came, and then eventually it didn't work anymore. But I'm on the Mackenzie Dern side. Jacob is too. Sounds like not nearly as confident. He's a little bit worried about this. And if you're just reading the comment section here, I would... So the public, the true public, is saying 77% picking Mackenzie Dern, 23% Jalin Robertson. According to our live chat right now, it's 75% Jalin Robertson. Now, I assume we have 900 people watching. There's probably 30 people actually actively commenting. So I think it's a vocal minority situation, but people seem to be loving Jalin Robertson here. I'm on the other side. We'll see what happens. This is a very intriguing fight. So if you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. A couple Super Chatterinos, then we will hit the main event of the evening. We have Bet Sam, 899 New Zealand. Why is everyone telling me I'm being flown out to Texas? You're being
all expenses
trolled.
paid. Angelo said that he would cover it all. Get you a first class. Book it now.
You're being trolled and should have saved that $9 for your ticket. That's what's happening.
Bet Slam, that's exactly what happened. I don't know if you're still in here. Type something if you are. Angelo was like, I'm not paying for Bet Slam to come to fucking Texas. Why would I do that? So I said, fucking, I'll pay. You pay if you want to pay. I'll pay half. You want to pay half. And I bullied him into it. So you're coming.
There we go.
And you can thank me.
John Jones says, you're calling your members the public. No, John. When it says here on their community where I say the public, 77%, that's not premium members. I have no way to poll you. That's Tapology. That's the literal general public. I would trust our premium members more than the regular Tapology voters. Then he went on to say, shame on you. This is being offended by that is absolutely insane. But no, when I say general public and community, I'm talking literally about Tapology. $5 from Sir Weedless96, Bet Sam in Texas. $5 Australia. Bet Sam in Texas. We'll see what happens there. Thank you for the super chat. Should have given it to Bet Sam. $1.99 from You Know Who 88. CJ tore his hammy last fight. His words. Who's CJ?
Charles Johnson.
Charles Johnson. There we go. Because of the banana split, I'm assuming?
He was definitely hurt.
I mean, that was a horrific position to be in. Thank you very much for the super chat. $1.99 from Christo Tigum. Armin Sarukian will annihilate Ruffy. Right, Angelo? He should. I mean, we watched BSD kind of just forward grind his way through Ruffy. Now it'll really just come down to what is training with Volk done for Ruffy's confidence in defending takedowns. Because if you go watch that BSD fight again, Ruffy was landing, and he was landing clean. But because he was afraid of the takedowns, he kind of stopped throwing, and he was waiting too long, and then he would get taken down, and it ended up being a mess like that. If Ruffy is certainly the far better striker, I just don't know what his confidence in his takedown defense looks like. We'll do one more, then we'll hit the main event. $1.99 from Steph Kerr, 1969. Angelo, impression of Dern's accent through the years. What he's referencing, there's a video on YouTube called The Evolution of Mackenzie Dern's Accent. Her accent is one of the most bogus things we've seen, and she's actually dialed it back. She started on camera like a young girl doing jiu-jitsu, and she's like, hi, I'm Mackenzie. And this is my, like, perfect English, speaking like a valley white girl. I think she's from freaking Rhode Island. I know she's in Arizona now, and I'm pretty sure half those videos she was in Rhode Island. And obviously, her father is a Brazilian who speaks Portuguese, and clearly Mackenzie Dern speaks incredible Portuguese. But what is ridiculous is you don't go from speaking normal, clear English is your first language to needing a translator in the UFC, and then now she's back to like has an accent. I can understand developing an accent over the
for the crowd.
I can understand developing. What do you mean? The translation was for the crowd.
She didn't need a translator.
An English translator.
They were translating it for the crowd because it was in Brazil.
Yeah, and she was speaking Portuguese to the translator.
Yeah, because she was in Brazil. She was being cordial to the whatever. You're acting like she didn't know English, like she needed
and
a
she's
translator.
needed multiple translators, and the accent. Watch the video. I'm not making it up. Go watch the video. The Evolution of Mackenzie Dern's Accent. I didn't do the work. The documentary did it. Go watch the video. Put together
accent.
all these clips, full timeline, all these clips.
Accent. I don't know why we're trying to cut down this beautiful female.
Oh, just be who you are. If you are who you say you are, you're a superstar.
I mean, if you move somewhere, you're going to develop an accent.
She lives here. And if she had the accent from the jump, I get it. It's the evolution.
Oh, she didn't have it. She moved to Brazil for a while. She picked up a Portuguese accent. She was speaking all Portuguese.
Speaking. You're developing your Portuguese accent too? Okay. Next up, at UFC 330, we have the main event of the evening. We have Islam Makhachev taking on Ian Garry. Islam Makhachev 28-1 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5 on an insane win streak that has tied Anderson Silva for the all-time win streak. I believe it's at 16, and this fight will break that. Taking on Ian Garry, 17-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, heading into his first ever title shot. I'm not going to waste any time telling you who Ian is, who Islam is. So let's go ahead and talk about how this fight goes. I'm going to start by giving Ian a lot of credit here. Ian is far better than people give him credit for. He has the whole cuck reputation and all the other things, and I get it. There's a whole intro in my quick video. I get having an issue with that, I guess. I did a whole intro on my quick pick video dedicated to just the cringy shit that he says. But if we remove that from the equation and you just look at Ian Garry for who he is inside that cage, he is fucking good. He is good. He's a very good striker. The takedown defense is getting better. The takedown offense is getting better. We know he has dog in him, and you got to give that dude some respect. He is short notice fighting all the time. His only MMA loss was a short notice loss to Shavkat Rakhmonov with no title on the line. No title on the line. Just an unbelievably risky fight for no reason whatsoever. And he took it, and he lost. And you know what he did immediately after that? Took another short notice fight. Him versus Carlos Prates, one of the most dangerous strikers in the division. And what's important to know about those two fights is Ian Garry wrestled in both of them. He defended a bunch of Shavkat's takedowns. He had 2 of his own. He got 4 takedowns in the fight with Carlos Prates. Ian Garry's good. He's durable. He's training at Shooter Box. The one fight we saw him in some real trouble was Song Kanan cracked him early in his career. I think you were there for that.
I was there. Kanan, he was on he opened the early prelims. What a card that was. DDP was on the early prelims. No, he was on the earlier. He was the featured fight on the fucking early prelims. Yeah. There was like nobody in there.
Well, and he got cracked, and he was in a bad way. And frankly, Song Kanan might have been able to finish him if he didn't decide to grapple for some reason. But the point to that is, Ian Garry sat on his stool and was like, what happened? They told him, he's like, all right, I'll get over it. I made a mistake. My hands are down. He adjusted. He went back out there, and he won that fight. And all of this is just to give Ian the flowers and the credit. He deserves to be in this title fight. He is a very, very good fighter. And I think this is one of the tougher matchups for Islam. I am going to pick Islam. Islam certainly, in my opinion, can and probably should win this fight. The wrestling is just too good. I mean, it is that simple. It's 1 + 1 = 2. The wrestling is just too good. He should be able to take Ian down. I'm not worried about any jiu-jitsu that Ian has going on. I am worried, though, that if Ian is in phenomenal shape and gets back up, throws hands, gets back up, throws hands, not afraid to actually throw. If we end up in a fight like that, big-ass, long-ass Ian Garry letting his hands go, keeping Islam working, because Islam does tire. We've seen him. Then Ian could have some random success. I'm going to pick Islam here. I'm pretty confident in Islam. And it seems like the general public is trying to figure out what to do here because, yes, he opened at -300 and he's -335 now. It was like -4 the other day, and it's starting to come back down. Islam should win. I'm picking him. I'm not going to bet on him, though. I've got too much respect for Ian, and this could get weird. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna get weird. I mean, this can be Ian Garry footwork and spacing to try to keep distance, and I don't think he's got enough in his hands for Islam to kind of respect him to close that distance. Like Islam's gonna be all the way in or all the way out. You know, he's gonna be outside the kicks, or he's gonna be all the way in. And once he's all the way in, I know Ian Garry's like doing a lot of training, and you know, I defended all the blows. You know, takedowns and stuff like this a little bit different, buddy. It's a little bit fucking different. And all that footwork and all that dancing, even if he is able to do that, yeah, it was short notice or whatever, but we saw Carlos Prates, there was no wrestling in that. He was basically styling on Prates for 4 rounds, just footwork, backing up, touching, backing up, and he fucking died. Now I imagine he's touching, backing up, but also defending takedowns and then defending takedowns, then getting up from takedowns because that's what he's going to have to do. Like, I just don't, like, I think I like his confidence. I like his bravado. Like, you have to be that confident at this level. Like, if you're coming in not confident, like, you're already beat. If you're going to fight Islam and you don't wholeheartedly believe that you're going to win the fight, like, you're already going to lose the fight. And I do believe that Ian Garry truly thinks that he is going to come in and win the fight, and maybe he does, but, I just think it's, you said it's a weird matchup or a tough matchup for Islam. I kind of disagree because there's not a lot of, once you get inside the kicks, like, Ian's just kind of another guy. Like, like the footwork is, I just don't think the footwork is going to, like, Ian's is going to beat pretty much anybody else. I'm a big Ian Garry guy. I've said for a long time, you guys fucking hate this guy, but he is so fucking good. Like, even going to that protest, I'm like, this guy is so fucking good. Like, nobody's going to outstrike Ian Garry, but this is just a little bit different. It's almost kind of a shame that Islam came in and kind of, I don't want to say ruin this division, but like Ian Garry going to like with JDM and then mixing protest. Like, we had all these strikers lined up to have all these great fights, and then Islam's going to take them down one by one and just maul them all, which is kind of a shame, but that's probably what happens. And I do agree that Islam's going to be much more live for a finish. Like, you could tell, and they even admitted it, like, that JDM fight was very much like, just get your second belt. Like, he didn't take a lot of chances on the ground. Like, it was just lay in the half guard, get your belt and get out of there. They said that they're going to look for finishes this one, and I believe them. Like, I think Islam gets him, wears him down, and finds a finish. I was going to play Islam inside the distance. It was plus 150. Fight does not go the distance. It's only plus 120, so I gave up the 30 cents, and if Ian finds a weird finish, I'm still going to get paid, but I think Islam probably finishes him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in the finish camp. I think he wins, but I think Ian certainly at shooter box, he's just doing too much to get caught in a random sub, no?
He's just going to get worn down and subbed. I mean, just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I do like this fight. A lot of people are like, oh, obvious Islam. I don't think it's that obvious. I do like this fight. I think it'll be competitive. It's fun. I'm looking forward to it. Jacob and I are on the same side here. Seems like we're a little farther on that spectrum. So if you want to check out what we've got going on, we have picks, we have bets, we have tools, we have everything you can ever want or need heading into a fight week. And we have all of it on the website for only $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Let's hit some of these super chats and get these kids to bed. We got $2 from Joel's 1232 CJ Lock of the Week. Video needed this week, Jacob.
He's got some great delts too.
Yeah, what's with all these hot dads? What are we doing?
Whoa. What?
This isn't fair.
Jesus.
I'm included in that mix. $1.99 from
Charles got a Lock of the Week video before.
He has. Christo Tigum, $1.99. Orolbai, Alvarez, Islam, Malik, Ribovics. Safe, question mark? Well, that's too many legs to be considered safe, but that should hit. Orolbai should win, Alvarez should win, Islam should win, Malik should win, Ribovics should win. That should happen. 5 legs. That's a lot of legs. We have $2.79 Canadian from Young Money Thug. Ange, is DR still a hittable loser bum? If not, is Jacob the hittable loser bum? Listen, DR did just have that incredible win there. I removed the hittable loser bum after he got that UFC win. I just stuck to that 2 times in a row, and it really screwed me there. We appreciate the super chat. Earlier, Robert Metz 1065 gifted 5 YouTube memberships. We appreciate that. I'm sure. Does he?
Kind of jacked up like your dad.
They're both in good shape. Yeah, my dad's in good shape. So whoever got those, I'm sure they appreciate that as well. So thank you very much. We have $5 super chat from Sagi. Dude, I had to look at what the hell this was. It's a dog laying sideways. It was just my brain. I don't know what I thought it was at first. My brain.
Well, obviously you thought it was a flaccid penis.
I thought it looked like Yoda somehow. I don't know what I thought
what you thought it was. Talking about hot dads, you're seeing flaccid
uncircumcised. Sagi Samurai, $5. Fun fact: last time Jacob gave us a war speech for a fighter, Cody Brundage smoked his opponent. Let's go, Johnson.
It's. I don't know if people know this or not, but he said, "Send that to me. I'm going to listen to it before I make my walkout." So he listened to my little speech and went out there and smoked Petrosky.
That is awesome. John White, $1.99 euros. Can you guess the fight in my photo? Oh, fuck. That's so small. Are you looking at it? Are you trying to figure it out?
Yeah, I'm looking at the big screen behind him.
Yeah, hold on. I'll zoom in my own.
Is that Chris Curtis and Jack Hermanson? I think it's Chris Curtis and Jack Hermanson.
That would be great. I wouldn't be able to figure out. And then as soon as you said it, that does look like Chris Curtis. And that the dude with the long jab looks like he's. I think you did. The dude with the long jab looks like he's got a bunch
of. That's like the Chris Curtis shell.
Jack Hermanson has tattoos. And Jack won that fight. That was on short notice. That's in Europe, though. Oh, and he donated with a euro. So that made sense.
Boom.
Jacob, that is wildly impressive.
Thank you.
$5 super chat from Lewis Man. 55 44 50. I have a feeling you guys don't know what y'all are doing. All right. Thank you for the $5 super chat.
Why don't you backtrack to that slide? We're up 80 units.
And also, what is this picture? A bunch of chickens and a gerbil?
No, that's a little like Yorkie with some
chickens.
No, that's a
puppies.
That's chicken. No, that's a Yorkie with what are those called? Not gerbils. They're called fucking hamsters.
Well, hamsters are too small. Look
How
at
come
all
hamsters
these
wearing that? That's a chicken. A washed. That's a chicken.
899 New Zealand from I Dig That 2384. My analysis of the main event. This fight will play out like Volk versus Islam, but Ian's range of movement will give Islam more issues. Gut feeling. You know what's funny? I could not disagree more, only because I think the reason Islam had such trouble with Volk is he's so fucking short. He's so short, you're not really just going to get under his hips. And that guy can get his hips out, and he's much faster. I think Ian, being as tall as he is, will actually work against him a little bit.
Ian is a lot bigger than people realize, too.
He's big as shit. Yeah. Yeah, he's a proper welterweight. Could definitely move up to middleweight as he gets a little older. 999 from Jimmy John's 201. First of all, I love Jimmy John's. I never had it in my life. Then I had it like a year ago, and I was like, these are fucking good. It's underappreciated. Have you had Jimmy John's?
Is that the one?
They say
they
like
put the oil on
crazy fast or whatever, but
where they put the oil all over it? The oil and the vinegar?
I guess it depends what sandwich you're ordering.
Huh?
It's a sandwich.
Yeah, is that the one?
I mean, it's a national chain.
No, I'm thinking of Mike's.
Jersey Mike's? You've had Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, and I was about to say, like, I thought it was just me until I saw like either a TikTok or a fucking something the other day talking about like, does anybody else just get crazy diarrhea every time? I love Jersey Mike's. I always get diarrhea after Jersey Mike's.
Oh, really?
I even tried to do it like without like the oil and the vinegar and stuff like that just to see or whatever. But for some reason, man, I do. It's a really good sub, Jersey Mike's. But for some reason, I always get fucking diarrhea afterwards.
I'll have to pay attention. I've got diarrhea about 70% of the time, so I have to pay attention to see what's doing it. The 999 from Jimmy John says, appreciate all the We Want Picks boys for making me a shit ton of money last card, especially Artem with that disgraceful PFL card, but it made me money, so oh well. Good luck this Saturday. Thank you for the super chat, and Artem's Dana White Contender Series video is up. Big Maple
Artem live tweeting the PFL was hilarious.
I've never. Well, wasn't he like wild reactions too?
I think a couple of his picks did not go his way, and it's just Artem's a pretty funny guy.
Crashed out. 699 Canadian from Big
Sam is rubbing off on Artem and making Artem funnier.
And you're rubbing off on Betsam. It's all just a fucking waterfall.
I
of
rubbed
Jacob.
off for you. I made everybody who they are. I agree.
Well, this is my regular. Funny. I've always been hilarious. This is my regular personality. I just didn't do it on camera for a while, so you made me much more comfortable.
I've leveled you up. Your comedy. There's no doubt.
I have. You
especially because you actually have leveled down without me at your house every Saturday. Because now it's like you say some stuff now where it's like, Jesus Christ, this dude's fucking. You are definitely a dad for sure. Because your dad group is. You're the funniest one there, and they always say, "Don't be the smartest person in the room."
Listen, I appreciate that. I actually don't think I'm the funniest one. I think Brian's probably funnier than me. But he's funny, like quick, sarcastic funny. Not just like say something vile funny.
I'm do everything funny.
Fun fact for a guy on Dana White Contender Series tomorrow, lost to Brundage by arm triangle in LFA, but I have a bet on him at dog money LFG.
Don't spoil anything. We do the streams based on no information.
Oh yeah, Jacob just watches those streams. Are you going to stream? Was that a hint, a teaser?
Should be.
There we go.
We'll see.
Jacob bets and picks on Dana White Contender Series based solely off of the walkout.
I did see that it's like the first week, I think, is like they're all like monster favorites, like minus 800 and stuff like that. So we'll see.
Well, but isn't that the show where none of that shit matters? John White, €1.99. Bang on Jacob, my guy, when Chris gave him the birds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bang on Jacob. Yeah.
Bang on, Jacob, my guy.
Yeah.
Chris gave him the beers. Yo, let's go split some beans and toast. Yes. Oh, I fucking love my beans.
A proper tomato.
Wingardium Leviosa, Harry. Harry, we'll take the whole lot, Harry.
He's a proper fellow.
Expecto Patronum.
Thank you so much for the super chat. We have me.
Oh, shit.
Christo Tiggum used my screenshot for this thumbnail. $1.99. Who's your favorite We Want Picks member? Who's he asking?
What?
Who's your favorite We Want Picks member?
I mean,
I have to choose between you, Artem, Betsam, Josh, the web guy.
No, I think
it's gonna have
for me, it's D.
It's gonna have to be you for sure. Oh, community member? Is that what he's talking about? Oh, I thought he meant like a member, like of the team. I honestly, it's so many of you. It's hard to say because like I get the mail. People send crazy heartfelt letters. People have sent insane stuff. People have taken time out of their day to help us and suggest things. And there's been suggestions along the way that have changed everything. Somebody years ago, we used to splice these videos up and upload them on the We Want Picks. And somebody's like, dude, put those on a separate channel. We did that, changed the algorithm immediately. I think like I can't pick a person that like the community genuinely, because you guys have been here for so long and so invested. You guys have helped us so much. Like even like Chris Riley early on with Monkey Knife Fight, he was a member that just watched and enjoyed, reached out, said, hey, I work for this company. Let me see if I can get you an affiliate deal. Got us an affiliate deal, and that's what clicked in the brain. Like, we could do the... You guys change everything. I thought you meant employees. I can't pick a single person, and that's not a cop-out. Genuinely, so many of you have done so many cool things for us. I don't even want to say some names because I'll miss some.
I think it's D. D.
I don't want people to get offended.
You're my boy, and not just because you're black.
Allegedly. You would be disappointed to find out he was otherwise. See?
You know what's so funny about that?
Weird.
You want a fun story?
I love fun stories.
So I used to run a Madden website, MaddenLive.com, way back in the day, and we had like 4,000 or 5,000 members on that website. But there was one guy on the website that always said his name was Khalil Wilkes, and if you look that name up, he was a very prominent offensive lineman, like in like the Northeast area, and he ended up going like to the Chargers or something like that. But he was on my website, and he was just known, like he was just Khalil, and he would like send in. Like he would show his football highlights and he'd show his pictures, like he had everything. Like it was just like he was Khalil Wilkes, and it was cool that he was like this one of the nation's top high school linemen and stuff like that. And he was probably gonna he was talking about like his college and stuff like that. And I knew this guy for like a couple years. Like he was just one of the guys, like one of the most known guys. Then randomly he like disappeared for a couple weeks. Then he made a whole post randomly one day on this forum because it's a free forum site or whatever. He said, guys, I need to come clean. I'm not Khalil Wilkes. I'm this. He was another person on the team, like another offensive lineman that was just pretending. And it was and Khalil Wilkes, like this big black guy. And this other guy was like this other, like not that didn't ever play, but like this white kid or whatever. They're just pretending to be this Khalil Wilkes for like years and years.
That's so worse than just picking a celebrity and going into it blind.
Like that's how he had all the pictures. Like he had party pictures and stuff like that.
This was catfishing before catfishing.
It was like
existed.
the whole thing. It was like I went out this weekend. Look at this is me. This is me. This like lived this whole life for a couple years and then like just dropped a bomb on us. It was like, hey, that's not me. This is who I am. It's like holy fuck. So that was literally like I thought I had a black friend, and then it's like this pudgy white kid.
Yeah, that is. People are interesting with that. Because I can understand maybe catfishing a little bit for some entertainment, shit like that. Maybe you do fall in love randomly. But a charade for no reason, what's the point? I don't know. Here we go. And then we have one more super chat. The final one, $2 from Mark 81, Ange, Nut Up, and Rip an Elite Pack. I do have a couple packs to open, but before we do that, very, very insanely quickly, don't forget to subscribe. Cost you literally $0. Not one, not two, not three. $0. Zero to subscribe. Just go to WeWantPicks.com.
What?
Yeah, sorry, I was reading something on the other side. No, it's not WeWantPicks.
Like the video and subscribe.
Go to the website. Go check it out, and we will get squared. We appreciate the support, whether you are a full-blown premium member, whether you have just liked the video, subscribed to a video, and we would like you to support the people who support us as well. If you go to Hayabusa's website, you'll notice they have some of the nicest gear on the planet, and they make all of it. It's incredible training equipment. It is not affordable. Well, no, it is affordable. It is not cheap. It is high-quality stuff. It's going to cost a couple of dollars. So if you are getting ready for training season, if you're a wrestler and wrestling season's coming around the corner, they just dropped a whole line of wrestling gear. Get yourself a discount. $10. Sorry, 10%. Oh, my God, I'm a mess right now. 10% off. If you use promo code WWP, support them.
People of color on the screen, and you get overwhelmed.
No, I got an email on my other screen, and it's just like my brain
looks like
is
Olivia
thinking about
Wilde.
that.
A little bit.
The eyes, maybe, because they like turn in a little. Maybe.
What?
Olivia Wilde has these giant eyes, and they're like angled. They're not perfectly horizontal. They're like angled down a little.
Asians have squinty eyes?
Olivia Wilde isn't Asian. And I said they're giant, not squinty. The opposite. Anyway, while Jacob tries to create an issue that doesn't exist, let's pull up a couple of packs and open them, and then we will shut this bitcherino down. We have a couple of Home of Fight cards from Collectibles.
Shout out Home of Fight.
We got 2 packs open. It's a fight week. It's a numbered event. Let's see what we can do.
And we're going to roll this for the next fucking hour, so settle in, people.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Settle in, people. We're going to open this one. We're going to get something good, and we're going to flip this into something great right now.
No, if this sucks,
Do you
we're
believe in
selling
it?
it.
Do you
and we're
believe in
buying
it?
I don't. No, I've been getting screwed lately. I don't believe in this at all. $40. See? Tom Aspinall. This is two-eyed Tom Aspinall.
It's a mint, too. Let's see, a mint Tom Aspinall.
This guy's not worth shit. That's the problem. This is what we're going to do. All right, people? You ready? We're going to sell it. So I'm going to sell this card. They're going to instantly give me money. Luckily, I already had money in my account. Now we're going to buy one of the expensive $150 packs. But first, we'll open up this. Then we'll do the big boy pack. Ready? Okay. Let's go ahead and open it up. Now I'm feeling better. We got the bad one out of the way. Let's see what we got. UFC 330.
Let's see what you can manifest. We'll see if
Give
you
me
can
the
manifest
$2,000 Islam card. Bing bong. $100 Tai Tuivasa.
There you go. You did pretty well.
That's a
did
decent
pretty
card.
well. See? Maybe
We're
it's
gonna
you
sell
that
it.
needs to hype it up. Maybe it's
We're
you
gonna
that
sell
needs to get the people jacked up and going.
We're selling it. If it was an autograph, we would have kept it. This is what we're going to do. Now we got $229 in the account. So let's go ahead. I don't need to add money. I need to buy a repack.
I
Let's
need
go
you
ahead.
I need you to buy this $150
I'm going to buy the $150 pack.
Yeah, I need you to buy it, but what I need you to do before you open it, Angelo, is I need to hear some passion out of you. I want you to really juice this up, because you almost juiced it up right there, and look what you did. All you said simply was, I believe. And you got almost $100 card. Now imagine if you give us a passionate, no script speech here about the card.
It's worse because the site's like not. Let's try this again. All right, here we go. MMA. All right. We're going to buy the $150
Hummer Fight Elite MMA. What do you laugh when I say that? Elite MMA pack.
Here we go.
And Angelo, I need some passion right here, because this could be the moment where
I can believe.
I've tried. I've done all I can do to get the cards that we need to get, and I fail. And I fail, and I fail. But right now, you got a little momentum. You pull the $90 card. This is your moment right now to really let loose. Get rid of the fucking scripts and let the people know that you've got passion for the sport, that you've got passion for cards, that you got passion for this community.
You want to see
Angelo?
the passion?
Yeah, let it rip. Let's hear this, Angelo.
Let's see the passion. No, you're going to see it. You're going to feel it. The floor's going to shake. You want some fucking passion? All right? I have Mr. Safety.
Oh,
this
my
is
God.
Mr. Safety. Okay? because I've been hitting safety parlays. We're going to take the vest off. We'll fuck them up real quick. We'll open up this pack.
Oh, my God.
Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Jacob, you tell me the combo. Tell me in numbers.
Oh, my God.
Tell me in numbers. Tell me in numbers.
Angel, this is you right now.
A 1? You want 2? Give me a number. You said hype it up. We're going to...
This is you. This is your thing. I can't be a part of this.
I'll teach everybody the numbers.
You can't bring in King Improv when you need improv help. You got to improv it, Angelo.
Half these people don't know numbers. I'm going to teach the people the
you're
numbers.
About to teach. This is supposed to be a passionate speech, and you're about to just give a boxing lesson?
So we'll rip the body. We'll come to the head. Here we go. Okay. All right. I sent that thing into the wall, and there's 200 pounds of water in there. Let's go ahead and open up this pack.
Look, I feel like there's no passion behind that.
There was passion. I just sent the passion through Mr. Safety.
He can't go improv, people. He can't do anything without a script.
I just beat the hell out of Mr. Safety so that we could open up a $150 card worth $99.99.
That's what you get. There was no speech. There was no passion. We're selling that one. We're going again, and I'll show you what you do.
What an absolute fucking joke.
And I'll show you what you do. Okay? I'll show you what you do.
Oh, buy it again? Actually, I can afford it. Can I afford it again? How much money do I have? I have $164. All right, here we go. Let's do it.
Ready? Is it queued up?
It's not queued up. No. Give it a second. We only have $14 left, so this is it. Give it a second. Mr. Safety took a beating. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. It's loading. It's taking a bit. Taking a minute. Please hold. Here we go. I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most profound moments in American history, in the Milky Way galaxy, and anything you could ever imagine. I know that you guys have had big moments in your lives. Maybe you've had children, you got puppies, maybe, you just had sex for the first time, maybe last week. I can tell you right now, as good as that felt, sliding that bad boy in, pray to God it was protected, but we don't know. This card right here, ooh. This card we're about to pull right here, it's going to be better than that. Okay? You ever been inside of a woman and the condom falls off? And all of a sudden you're like, wow, why is all of a sudden it nice and warm? Why does it feel like that all of a sudden? Guess what? This card right here, whew, it's going to be better than that. Oh, it's going to be better than that. And guess what? There's no afterwards. There's no, oh my God, do I have an STD? Oh my God, is she going to be pregnant? Oh my, there's no worry after the fact. It's just all glory. And after this one, all glory goes to God, ladies and gentlemen, because right now, we're about to make fucking history. Angelo, get ready to hit that button. Count it down together. 20, 19, 18, 7. Let's do it like this, Angelo, actually.
Oh, my God.
This will be more dramatic.
I think it's dramatic enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, count it down together.
10. Marker doesn't even fucking work.
Ladies and gentlemen, bear with me.
Oh, my God. Oh, yes, open a whole new pack. The tension is building.
This is building the tension. This is building the moment.
Oh, my God, it's in saran wrap.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Count it down.
10. 20.
20.
No, dude, no.
Count it down.
No. 19. Dude, you have to erase faster.
19.
No, come on. No.
Huh?
No, 18, 17, 16, 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bing bong. Here we go. $150. Home of fight.
I'm a fight. Vinicius Oliveira, ladies and gentlemen. Now we get to sell that one, and then we get to open another one. This is going very well. This is going very well. Now we're getting to where we need to be. Vinicius Oliveira. We're big fans of Vinicius. Keep the momentum going. Keep the positivity.
Keep the positivity.
Can you please give one little speech?
I can't do a speech.
Act like you have to. Act like this is your daughter. Your daughter needs a speech. Okay?
Why?
She's playing a sport and she's about to lose, okay? And you need to just fucking get her going. And just try, Angelo. You used to coach, man. You got it in you.
Honestly, the best way to hype a young athlete up is to show excellence from other athletic achievements. So here you go, honey. Here you go. Here's when Daddy won the big softball game for the team. He got an inside pitch, and he didn't swing at it because he knew better. But this is men's adult league slow pitch softball, so you don't get a lot of looks. You take one ball you shouldn't have, all of a sudden to strike. It is a loaded count. We're about to lose this game if Daddy doesn't get this hit. And he hit it, and he took the fuck off. And he hit it so hard and so straight that Tommy was able to go from second base all the way home, and we celebrate the win. And that's from years of drinking beer and practicing for beer league softball. So go out there, stop being such a whiny fucking, and win this.
Wait. And just real quick, okay?
I'm clicking it. All right, let's go. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. All right, let's see if we can ride the walk-off RBI into a card worth more than $30. $90. Who is it?
Jalin Almeida. Now we get to roll that in. We sell that one. Now we're getting going here.
Last one.
Now we're getting going. Now you just hit that thing, man. You just fucking hit that thing. I'm ready to fucking blast off right now. Oh, we can buy 2 more. We're good to go.
It's the last one. I'm shutting it down.
Huh?
We're 3 hours and 15 minutes, dude. It's crazy.
No,
we're done. We're done. We're gonna end on a high note. Here it comes.
If we get a good one here, we can buy a 150. We're buying one more 150.
No.
Yes. If we get a $90 card, we're buying a 150, and then we're ending on that. Okay.
It takes
this
so
a numbered
damn long.
card. Well, get off the McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Here we go. All right, click. No hype, no bullshit, just facts. Don't let the universe have enough time to decide they don't want to give it to us. Just click.
90. Give me a 90. Give me a 90. Oh my God! Here we go! Here we go! That's what
dude, this is a numbered.
About.
This is a
sell
mint.
it. Hurry! Keep it going,
No
momentum.
way.
Uncle Mo. Sell
Dude,
it.
I
It's
don't
not
think
even
there's
autographed.
much-
Sell the fucking thing.
It's
Sell
a
it.
numbered.
It's not even. Hurry and sell it. Hurry.
This is a good card.
Sell that
dude.
shit right now. Oh my God! Your daughters would have loved that one.
Dude, that was a good. They would have loved that one.
Oh God! Buy the 150. Uncle Mo is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man! All right, guys. So let's
Uncle Mo.
Who's Mo?
Uncle Mo has entered the building. Uncle Mo is hungry and ready to eat.
We just sold a $150 limited edition numbered mint Max Holloway card.
It wasn't even autographed. I got 10 of them.
Let's see who the fuck we end up.
I got 10
Let's
of
see
them.
if that was worth it. If that was not worth it, I'm never listening to you want to sell it again. Ever.
This is going to be worth it. I've never felt like this is our moment more than anything in my life. Never in my life have I ever felt like this was our moment. Recapping, Angelo, we just got rid of You need to brighten up your smile real quick. We just got rid of a Max Holloway $150 fucking PSA 8 or whatever. We bought a $150 Hummer Fight pack. Shout out Matty Betts. Shout out Angelo. Shout out We Want Picks. Become a premium member. Open that shit. Uncle Mo's ready to eat. He's got this plate of spaghetti. Oh, I thought that said $187.
No, you know what it says? It says Jamal Hill.
We can sell that with another pack.
We are done. We are done.
One more. We can
Thank you for being here.
You can't
the
end it
odds
on
are
that.
not in our favor.
You can't end it on that.
You got to know when to walk away.
No,
not in our favor.
you don't
The
walk
energy
away
is
like
off.
this.
You do.
No, you don't.
You do.
No,
What
you
an
don't.
Absolute catastrophe.
Why
Thank
all of a
you for
sudden you
being
get
here.
a black man, Angelo? That's very interesting. You want to quit?
You want me to sell him, and I'm the bad guy?
Whoa!
You're saying sell it. You're saying sell it. I'm trying to keep the card. I'm trying to keep the card because I think a former world champion is a decent card. You're trying to get me to sell it. You got me to sell the Max Holloway card. That was a huge mistake. What'd you make me sell that I got the fucking Amanda Lemos card a couple weeks ago?
Just once. Just trust
What did you
me
make
once.
me sell that I got the Amanda Lemos
And
card?
trust me once. Just
No,
sell
you
this real quick.
keep-
Trust me one
You
time.
keep making me
This
sell
would be
decent
the
cards.
one time. You don't get it.
You're trying to.
You don't
no.
get how close
No.
we are to greatness.
You made me sell a $150 Max Holloway card. I got a good card. I got a $96.
You made the decision. You clicked the button.
I got a $96 Jamal
You
Hill
sound
card,
like all
and
those
you're-
people that bet on Gamrot. I didn't make them do shit. You did it. Own up. Press the button again. One more time. Come on.
I shouldn't have sold the Holloway card. That
Come
was dumb as
on.
fuck.
You're not even going to know who Max Holloway is after this one, bad boy.
I don't even know how much
After
money I
this
have left.
next card, you're not even going to know who Max Holloway even the fuck is. You understand?
60. We're down to a $60 pack because you made me
Come
sell a
on now.
$150 Max Holloway card. What an absolute joke. And you can, if you guys are watching, you don't know what the hell's going on, you can keep these cards. They can mail them to you. I got a whole box here. Here are all the cards you guys watch me not sell. Here's the Amanda Lemos card. He made me fucking whatever the hell. Zabit. The Man in Faro card. We got a bunch of good cards. You can keep them. They mail them to you. I could have had that Max Holloway card. Here we go. Don't fuck me now. Did I use up all my luck on
Get
that
ready to say
walk-off
thank you.
run?
Hey, get ready to say thank you, buddy. Watch this.
$37 fucking.
Nazim's good, dude.
$37 fucking dollar card.
Nazim's
We had-
he's a future champion, dude.
We had a
I think
Max.
you hold on to that
a
one.
Max Holloway limited edition numbered card. Good night, everybody.
Can we sell another one?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.